How's it going, everyone? Welcome to the 606. And if this is your first time here, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. I'm your host today, SESvince. We're here hanging out with our main man, Rylan Turner from Wallop Media, our sister company. What's going on, man?
Not much, man. Not much. It's been a busy day for Wallop Media. We put out our second Wallop profile since we moved over to YouTube this afternoon. So, and I'm recording this month's World's Funniest Podcast at some point this evening. So, while I will not be here for the entire duration of this watch along, I wanted to come out and support because since you guys have joined up with us, things have been great. The content's been great. We've been having a lot of fun together. So. I wouldn't miss this because I know how much me and you really do love basketball, and I needed to learn about it. So did this draft specifically.
No, it's some things definitely to learn here, and honestly, it's just a very exciting time because this is a very deep draft. It looks like, obviously, for my Chicago Bulls, we have two high first round picks. The Raptors do have the 19th pick. I do have some prospects that I think are intriguing for them. I'm just looking forward to this. And guys, if you haven't done so already, go ahead and subscribe. We are live on YouTube on both 606 Universe and Wallop Media. So please go ahead. So support the show by subscribing, turning on the bell notification, liking this video, comment down below. We're going to be following along with all your teams. The Washington Wizards are currently on the clock with the first round pick. There's a few people that may think otherwise, but the favorite here is AJ Debanza from BYU. However, other people might think that they might make some moves for Darren Peterson, or maybe trade down, or just straight up draft Darren Peterson here. So interesting to see. And Rylan, dude. Before we can even get into the NBA draft stuff, we had two big trades last night on the eve of the NBA draft. We had Giannis Antetokounmpo getting shipped out to Miami, and then in return, they received tonight's number 13th pick via Miami. So the Bucks will be drafting twice in the lottery, late lottery, but still lottery picks nonetheless. First off, what are your thoughts on this Giannis trade, and how did you find out, bro? Because you texted me, but I was already knee deep in like the shenanigans with it.
I found out the same way I always find out these things. I flipped on some sort of social media, and it was the thing at the top of my feed. Big story, obviously, Giannis moving away from Milwaukee.
Right.
About time at this point for me. Like, the guy is an uber talent, but there's nothing going on in Milwaukee right now.
No,
and you know what? Like, him taking his talents to South Beach, it is what it is. Like, I don't think, and I think I said this to you last night.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Giannis is at an age where you're building around Giannis anymore. I think he's an excellent piece to have, though. Like, no shade in his ability at the age that he's at. I just don't think that he's a guy who you're gonna just be like, that's our guy, and we're gonna build around him. So it made no sense for him to continue on in Milwaukee. I think there are other pieces in Miami, and I think this will be a really interesting offseason to see who else they add to potentially make a run for a deep playoff run.
Yeah, I mean, they have a free agent, Norman Powell, who is someone they have to figure out if they're going to be able to bring back. Andrew Wiggins has a player option that he could decline, and they could just like restructure his contract so that it's longer for more money, and so he has more security there. And from there, like, I don't really know because they need shooting for sure. According to Bobby Marks, a guy to keep an eye on is Anthony Simons, formerly of the Chicago Bulls. I wasn't expecting him to come back anyway. So it'd be a good idea for Anthony Simons to pop in for like a cup of tea in Miami, help them out a little bit, rebuild his stock within the league. So that could be something to look out for. Let's see here.
I don't think I know about this other trade. So
the other trade that I am talking about here is a 3-team trade where the Minnesota Timberwolves shipped out their 28th pick and Julius Randle to the Brooklyn Nets. In return, The Brooklyn Nets shipped out their 33rd second round pick for tomorrow because they separated the first round and the second round, thank God, in these drafts now, which makes the experience a little bit more palatable. So that 33rd pick goes to Minnesota. And in return, they also send Nicholas Claxton to the Chicago Bulls, and we just absorbed them into our cap space. So the Bulls were just facilitated a trade and received a starting caliber center on a 2-year deal as it starts to decline from a 4-year deal. So we got our center, our starting center, without even hitting free agency. So we just kind of showed up and it's like, we'll take Claxton for free. And walked away with a starting caliber lob threat for Josh Giddey.
Okay, so I am curious. What are your thoughts on the fact that I'm just pulling up the number one pick's name again?
AJ DeManson.
Yes. What are your thoughts on the fact that he didn't work out for nobody?
Okay, so you think you're going to be the number one pick? Everyone already likes this guy to be a number one pick worthy. I don't think you need to go ahead and work out with anybody. Just enjoy the free time and let your dad, right? Because I think it's just him and his dad that were doing this. So it might have been that as well that played a factor into things. But if you think you're the number one pick, why, like, if everybody thinks you're the consensus number one pick, why work out? Like, people are going to take you even if you fall out of the number one.
Right.
That's just my thought process. I mean, Darren Peterson supposedly only worked out for the Washington Wizards to have the number one pick. He wants to go number one as well. He did speak to Utah, who have the number two pick here. But as I said, you kind of have to be selective. Like, there's no point in interviewing with anyone other than Washington if you're AJ DeBansa. But like, again, he's so good that he's projected to be the number one pick regardless. So that doesn't matter. So it's like, why put your energy towards that? I mean,
all right. Why don't you tell me a little bit more about this kid? Why is he projected to be the number one?
So AJ DeBansa is right now touted to be this number one prospect. And again, it could be between him and Darren Peterson. We'll find out here in moments. I'm waiting for that notification to say the pick is in. But he's a tall 6'9" wing scorer that gives you like flashes. Oh wait, hold up. Here we go. Okay. Yeah, there we go. AJ DeBansa officially the number one overall pick going to the Washington Wizards. So what's great about AJ DeBansa is that he's going to give you a solid 20 per game score. Worst case scenario, he's a 20-point game scorer his entire career. Best case scenario, you're looking at a shades of what Tracy McGrady mixed with a young PG before the injury. Like you're looking at a tall wing guy that can play defensively, that can get you a bucket in all three levels. And you're really just looking at a number one option here for your franchise. And if you don't have that, like Washington, this is perfect for you because now you have that face of your franchise, your go-to guy. So he just looks like the most superstar potential out of anyone in this whole field. But yeah, AJ DeBansa officially going to the nation's capital. Shout out to him.
So where does this place Washington? Like, is this, early playoff run? Is this, or do they have to build around this now?
Well, they're such in an interesting spot because they traded for win-now talent last season by getting Trae Young and Anthony Davis. So you look at that, and then you look at the number two pick from a couple of years ago, and Alex Zart to be that front court guy next to Anthony Davis. They got they got guys there, and then AJ DeBansa just kind of comes in there and just kind of slots in, and he could be a dude that helped lead the franchise. They just recently re-signed Trae Young for like a 4-year contract. So honestly, as currently constructed, AJ DeBansa puts them to the level where they could be. They'll definitely be a play-in team, but they can compete for a top 6 seed in the playoffs. That's what he gives them, especially when you include the fact that you have a Trae Young and you may or may not have an Anthony Davis because he's hot and cold like a Katy Perry song, and he can't decide if he wants to stay in Washington. So that's kind of where we're at with things. I like this for Washington. It gives you a face of your franchise. It gives you a future. It gives you something to point to and be like, "That's our guy. This is Washington." You know, and I think
Mhm.
that's the main thing here for them, which now puts Utah in an interesting spot here because the second best overall talent is kind of the consensus being Darren Peterson, the two guard from Kansas, who unfortunately had cramping other injury issues that he had to deal with. And we didn't really get to see him all that much in college. But if you go based off of his high school mixtape, Darren Peterson is a guy that gives you molds like an Anthony Davis to like a Devin Booker. He's that two guard that's going to be able to score for you, that's going to be able to like get his own shot. He's a great shooter because going into this draft, especially going into college, he was projected to be a running, attacking guard a la Russell Westbrook and Derrick Rose. And he showed us in Kansas in the very few games we got a chance to see him is that he is also a really good shooter. So he expanded. Like the most outrageous player comp that I've seen is Kobe Bryant. But honestly, he can legitimately live up to that kind of play style. Like I don't think he'll beat Kobe Bryant. He very well could, but that kid has potential to be the best shooting guard in the NBA in a couple years.
So the notes I have for him written down here is I was watching a bunch of videos this afternoon trying to get studied up for this.
Right.
Sometimes settles for difficult shots and needs to improve the shot selection. Would you agree with that?
I would say so, but then again, it might have been a situation where he's more so just like, hey, I'm trying to get to the NBA. I'm trying to get these shots. If you get him into the right system, you can work on building the right habits. And that's the best thing here for all these players. Honestly, like you got to make sure that you build good habits for these players, help them get them to their spots, help make the game easier for them. And honestly, with AJ Devanza being off the board, Darren Peterson is the second best player there. But there is a case for Cameron Boozer, the forward from Duke, to go to Utah. His daddy's in the front office. Obviously, we both know Chicago Bulls and Utah Jazz legend Carlos Boozer. So he's also a guy that could go here at number 2, but the fit isn't as perfect, you know? So
Right.
like it's kind of like when AJ put on the glove in court, it just didn't fit. It doesn't fit. Like you can make it work, but it
I
won't
think I
fit.
think I think you mean OJ.
That's what I said.
AJ.
What did I
Oh,
say? AJ? I thought
I
I
think
said
you said
OJ.
I'm thinking just like AJ Styles putting on his gloves.
Oh, that's also a predicament. So Darren Peterson is more like AJ putting on his glove, or Pento taking off his glove. But Cam Boozer going to Utah makes things difficult because you have Larry Markin, who already plays a very tall 3 that you could argue is better at the 4. They traded for Jaren Jackson Jr. as well in the trade deadline, and he can play small ball 5, but he's better at the 4 since he's not the best rebounder. And then you have a restricted free agent in Walker Kessler that you're just kind of like, do we overpay him in free agency to keep him? Oh, wait, looks like the pick is in for Utah. Let's see who they went with.
So you're a little bit ahead of me, definitely.
Oh, okay.
No, you're fine. You're totally fine because you could be. I just one of us has to break the news. I'm glad it's you.
All right. And it's official. It's official. Darren Peterson from Kansas is the selection at number 2. He's the second pick here in this draft. Darren Peterson is going to be a great fit because, like I said, he fits like a glove there in Utah. And he didn't work out with Utah. However, Danny Ainge, that's not going to stop him from drafting the player that he thinks is going to be good for that franchise. That was the same exact scenario last season in the draft where Ace Bailey was trying to work his way to get to Washington and drop past 6. And Utah took him at 5, I believe it was the selection. And that's another guy. Again, he's a small forward, big forward, scoring forward that just would be a weird mix to have with Cam Boozer. So Darren Peterson makes sense. Again, he could be like probably the best player in this draft. All 4 of these guys have potential to be the best player in this draft. That's how loaded this draft is, and that's how different tier these 4 guys are compared to everyone else. So I'm very much excited for for the for the Utah Jazz. They have their 2 guard of the future. They got their face of their franchise as well, and then they can figure out the rest of the front court stuff because that's less messy now.
Fair enough. All
Yeah.
right, let's see what else.
Next up at 3, we have Memphis, and I think the consensus here is they're probably gonna go with Baby Boozer. Cam Boozer might be the guy here. The Memphis Grizzlies guys, they do like to go ahead and pick like those analytic darlings, those safe, solid, foundational pieces. A guy that he may not have the most like highest ceiling and all-star superstar potential, but a guy that's going to be solid and you know it's going to be good. Him, and then you compare him next to a Zach Edey at center, and you have a really good front court, and you have a good center that pairs up well with Cam Boozer to help hide some of his deficiencies on defense, because he's still a very good defender, but he's not like a shot blocker, stop you at the rim type of power forward. So that's who I'm thinking is going to go here, because this is exactly how we thought. Like, as anticlimactic as it may seem, like we kind of anticipated that these 4 guys were going to go 1 through 4 in some kind of order. There could have been moves that were made later on to change who would actually be making the selection. Obviously, we haven't seen that so far. However, these 4 guys, we know they're going to go 1 through 4. The draft really does begin at 5 with the Clippers because they have a lot of options. They can make the pick, and then pick the player that they think is best to go along with Kawhi Leonard, Darius Garland, and the rest of the crew there. Or they can make a pick for their future and make moves to get rid of Kawhi, given the pending ramifications of the league's investigations, because that's yet to be determined. Or they could trade that pick, go down, get a guy that they like, and still get their guy, and then get some additional assets. The team here to look out for, Sacramento Kings really do like Darius Acuff Jr., and he might be the guy that goes at number 5. And if he does, don't be surprised if we later get a notification of Shams Bomb that he's been traded as part of a trade to the Sacramento Kings, and the Kings probably gave up like 3 first-round picks to move up 2 spots instead of just taking whoever falls. But yeah, that's kind of like the situation that we're in at the very moment. The pick is in though, so this is moving kind of faster. I don't know if it's because we're here hanging out, but usually when I'm watching this, it feels like an eternity for these picks to be made.
But, well, I think they recognize at this point that they can't be having a 10-hour show. Although there's something about the presentation of the NBA draft that I've always appreciated. I like the fact that they have a nice sit down interview right after the draft pick is in, just to get those initial thoughts. Cool. So I want to, because while I'm not able to stay for the entire duration of the show, right, there's a few things I did want to touch on, Vince, and I know this is your show, so I'm not trying to take over.
No, it's our show. It's our show.
Toronto Raptors are drafting at number 19.
Yes, they are.
And I am a Canadian, so this is my basketball outlet. So the notes that I have for the most common draft pick targets, Jaden Quintance,
center out of Kentucky.
Chris Senac Jr.
Yes, he's another guy. Yes.
Christian Anderson
is also a name. He's probably one of the best shooters, if not the second best shooter in this draft, which I think you guys could use some shooting at the guard spot.
Yeah, absolutely. And then, of course, sleepers, if they slide, Isaiah Evans, Aiden Mara. Oh, wait, hold on.
Ade Mara. It'd be very unlikely that Ade Mara falls to 19, but that'd be perfect considering you guys I feel like you guys are done with the Jakob Poeltl experiments.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Kareem Lopez and Alex Caravan.
Yeah, so I'm glad you brought that up. I'm gonna wait because they're about to announce the 3rd pick, and then I'll give you guys some analysis as well for the Raptors. All right.
All right.
Everything's lining up to form. I don't know if you heard. So Cameron Boozer is officially a Memphis Grizzly, and honestly, I love that for him. He's going to pair up very nicely with Zach Edey in the front court. They have the 16th pick in the draft, so they could go guard, they could go wing, and there's still John Morant. Like, there's no urgency to trade him, but if you do want to trade him to like give that reins to Cam Boozer, like after the instability that they've had the last couple of years, Cameron Boozer is probably the most stable prospect in the top four that you could have without having to wait for growing pains. He's going to be able to contribute day one and help a team out. He could be like a 15 to 10 scorer his rookie season, and then eventually be a consistent 20 to 10 guy. So going back to the Raptors, though, shout out to Cam Boozer. My Bulls are on the clock. That means they're on the clock. Here are the 6 names I have you guys. For to look out for. We got Ahmed. Why am I trying to blank on the kid's name? Ibuku Okori from Stanford. He's probably the best shot creator on one-on-one ball creating guard. He's a little bit smaller, but he has some Emmanuel quickly to him that I think you guys may enjoy. Then you have Dalen Swain from Texas. He's probably one of the best defensive wings in this draft, and there's not a lot of wings in this draft in general. So I think another wing would be interesting to add to Toronto. Then you have Kareem Lopez, the Mexican kid. Shout out to him. He's going to be the very first Mexican of nationality descent to actually be in the NBA draft, because we've had former Mexican players in the NBA draft, but he's actually born in Mexico. So this is great for me. And I would love for my fellow countrymen to be in the Great White North. You always talk about you need more Mexicans in Canada. So hopefully you do get a Mexican in Canada.
You know what's funny about that, Vince, is I work. So the World Cup is also going on right now.
Yes.
Not to deviate away from this.
Yes.
I have learned a lot about Kingston in the time that the World Cup has been going on. And that is that, number one, I was wrong about how many Mexican residents we have.
Okay.
Because when Mexico plays, I was also wrong about all of the nationalities that I did not realize that the city of Kingston has, including a ton of Brazilians, Dutch people, and what have you. Like if anything, way more diverse of a city than I was expecting.
Well, I'm glad
that I had given credit for. Yeah, absolutely.
That makes me feel good. Okay, so going back to your prospects before the Bulls get on the podium, another guy here, like you mentioned, Jaden Quaidance, he's slowly dropping out of the lottery and looking to be like a late lottery pick. He could even fall to the 20s, but that's mostly just because of injury concerns that teams probably have with him. But if he's 100% healthy, he would be a great answer at center. Then you look at Bennett Sturz from Iowa. He's like a solid point guard, just like I'm trying to find a good comparison, but like he's just like a really good guy to run your offense. He's very smart, high basketball IQ, probably the best shooter, if not like tied up with Christian Anderson, like you mentioned. So those are the 2 best shooters in this draft. He can run that backup point, but I think my ideal pick, if it's not Kareem Lopez, the Mexican kid, it is Hans Steinbach from Washington, because he's very similar to like an Alfred Şengün type of player, a guy that can play the power forward and the center position, that can facilitate and score offensively. His defense and his rim protection isn't what you want it to be for a starting caliber center, but he is a very good guy. Hey, what's up, homie? Hey, we got to Get Your Podcast. We got the homie Just in the building. What's up, homie? The Bulls are on the clock, bro. We about to find out who comes to Chicago. If you're free, let me know. You probably have the link. I sent it into like 2 different chats, but I can personally DM you the link too, homie, if you want to slide through at any points in nights. Because we will be here until the very last pick is selected at number 30, no matter how long that goes. Riley may not be here, but I'll be here. Don't worry. But yeah, man. So those are my guys. I don't know which one enticed you the most, which draft prospect comp you like the best. You're more of a Raptors fan, obviously, than I. what do you think the team's biggest needs are that they should be addressing in the draft?
Well, I mean, like at this point, like Scotty Barnes needs more floor spacing, definitely. But we need another rim protector. Is another thing. Um, I'm getting a little bit of feedback from you.
From the TV.
No. From your, I don't know if it's your mic or your
Oh,
headphones.
okay. let me try to fix that. Hold on. I might have my audio settings. Yep. Yeah.
And ultimately, a knockdown shooter would improve our offense immediately. Someone who can create their own shot with the second unit as well, like somebody off the bench who can, because like right now, I don't look at our bench like anything special.
All right, hold up.
Yeah, I was gonna say you go right ahead.
Yes, all right. We have another North Carolinian joining the fold here in Chicago. Caleb Wilson, officially the 4th overall pick for my and Justin's Chicago Bulls. I really like this kid because he's a very athletic, high energy guy, and I feel like that's something that this team has been lacking. His offensive game is what needs to be addressed first and foremost, and he needs to try to develop a 3-point shot at some point. He has a really good turnaround jumper that I really do enjoy, but his offensive game is what he needs to improve. He didn't have the best ball handling, obviously, but he is a center. So he is a power forward, I should say. So he's not going to be handling the rock. He's going to a situation now where they just picked up a Nick Claxton at center to help him man that front court, a very athletic front court that's going to be able to run with a Josh Giddey, assuming the Bulls do not trade Giddey and start the season with him. A head coach in Tiago Splitter that values the big man. So this is a great spot for Caleb Wilson. And this is a guy is excited to come to Chicago and wants to turn things around. Honestly, as a Bulls fan, this is probably the most excited I've been for a first round pick or any draft selection since Derrick Rose. I'm not saying it's the best play. He's going to be the best player since Derrick Rose. I'm saying this is the most I've been excited about a kid coming to Chicago.
Okay, so you guys also have the number 15 pick in the draft.
Yes,
which I think is interesting because you get 2 within the top 20. Obviously, a lot later in the draft, and your potential is going down further and further. But guys like Ade, Mara, Braden Burries, another one, Kareem Lopez, if he was to drop into 15 from 19 or from wherever he's listed. What are your thoughts on any of these guys?
Okay, so Ade Mara would be a great selection because he's probably the best center prospect. He's a legit 7'3" without shoes on, a good rim protecting shot blocker. He can play and facilitate in the post, so he's going to be a really good center. He is similar to like a Zach Edey that Memphis has, but projected to be better. I don't think he'll be there unless the Bulls trade up to get a guy like him. And that's been discussed, like possibilities of packaging that 15th pick and other assets. What those assets may be, I don't know, but they can package those all together and try to move up into the top 10 if they like one of these guards that are. We're going to see a run of guards from 5 all the way to 10. You're going to see like a string of point guards coming into the draft. But you mentioned some names, and we'll talk about those names right now because we got 2 minutes before the Clippers make their selection. So you mentioned Ade Mara. I don't have him on here because I don't think he'll be there. I also have Hans Steinbach and Abuke Okore as well as options, similar to what I said. Bennett Sturz and Dalen Swin, also guys that could be in that 15 to 19 range. You have Morris Johnson, again, another guy from Michigan who is just going to do the dirty work. He's a guy that can play the 4, can play a small ball 5, and honestly, with a team that had the likes of Taj Gibson and Joakim Noah, he fits the mold for sure. Then you have Kareem Lopez, the kid from Mexico. I would love it. I'm not too like that's not my number 1 selection, for me, like that's not who I would want them to select. But I wouldn't be mad if they do go Kareem Lopez because he does have potential. He does a little bit of everything, but he doesn't do anything too outstanding. You know, everything's just good and nothing's like great. So like we have to see where that goes. So that could amount to nothing, or that could amount to like a well balanced overall player. You have Yaxel Landenberg, the other front court piece from Michigan. Now, this is an older prospect and someone that coming into this draft, if you're a team and you want someone that can help your team contribute day one, he's probably going to be the one to do so. He's been linked most to the Golden State Warriors, and I wouldn't expect him to be there at 15 for the Chicago Bulls to select. But again, I wouldn't be mad at it, to be honest with you. Let's see what Justin has to say here. The only thing that concerns me is that athletic bigs, because it reminds me of what was of Tyrus Thomas. He said, "Just playing." It's a great player. Honestly, athletic fours do scare me a little bit. Tyrus Thomas is the main reason for that for that PTSD. But talking about the last two guys, these are the guys that I like the most. LeBaron Philon from Alabama, because I don't like Josh Giddey as the point guard or the future. Wait, hold up. I think we have the Clippers on here. 1 second. Okay, no, the pick is in. I don't see the commissioner just yet. LeBaron Philon it's probably, in my opinion, the second best, if not the third best guard in the draft, and he could fall outside of the lottery. And if you're there at 15, I say you pick him up, regardless of if you have a Josh Giddey or not, because I don't think Josh Giddey is the long-term answer at the point guard position, you know? So right. That could be the guy that helped run your offense going forward. But the guy I really, really like, and I've already like had my mindset on, is Cameron Carr, the athletic wing from Baylor. He's a guy that reminds me of a Mikal Bridges. Oh, wait, hold up. The fifth pick. And here we go. Keaton Wagler, the kid from Illinois. He's who I had as my fifth best prospect overall, so this makes sense to me. And it kind of fits well with the LA Clippers, regardless of what they choose to do. With the roster constructed as is, he fits in perfectly with Darius Garland, because he is a 6'5". He's a taller guard. He can play on ball. He can play off the ball. And Darius Garland has experience playing with other guards. So, like, the other two guards here, that would be Mikal Brown Jr. and Darius Acuff Jr. are both guys that maybe might not pair well with Garland should he stay in Los Angeles. But this works well. I like this kid. I'm a little disappointed because I was kind of hoping the Bulls would be able to trade up and get this kid, but I don't think we're going to be trading up at all. I think we're going to stay pat at 15. But I'm very happy for the kid. I think the Clippers are getting a phenomenal talent, and honestly could go down as the best guard in this draft. He's that good. Offensively, he reminds me similar to like a Jamal Murray type of player, and can just create on offense. He has to work on the physicality aspect of things. He has to get stronger, but this guy is a bucket.
Going quickly back to your number 15 pick, do you think that it could be packaged into a trade?
Yeah. I honestly
and if so, who would you put in that?
Well, I often before CJ McCollum was re-signed by the Atlanta Hawks, I was often saying like we might move up to a package Josh Giddey in the 15th pick to move up to that number 8 pick and select Keaton Wagler should he fall. They also did they did work out Darius Acuff, and they also did work out Kingston Fleming's both guards as well. So that would address the point guard issue should Giddey be included. Honestly, I don't know what you can include in here. Like unless you're blown away, I don't think you do anything too crazy. The guy I really wanted was Keaton Wagler. He's gone. I say you just kind of wait and see who falls to you at 15 at this point.
Right.
Justin says, side note, Daryl lives in Charlotte and says that everyone says Caleb Wilson is really real good. So there you go. Get your OG member, Daryl. Inside source says Caleb Wilson is real good. So that's all I care about, honestly. That's all I care about. And honestly, another Caleb in Chicago, another North Carolina ball player in Chicago. I like it. But going back to the Clippers, man, Keaton Wagler is going to be perfect because if they choose to keep the team as is, he'll be able to help them right now and be able to fit as seamlessly as it could possibly be. And even if they choose to do a rebuild, he's a perfect starting piece for your rebuild, honestly. But yeah, that's those are my thoughts. I really like this for the Clippers. Honestly, everything is unfolding exactly as we predicted, if I'm being honest with you. Um, but going back to the Bulls one last time with that 15th pick, because the reason why I'm okay with it is the guy from Baylor right here on the top, on the bottom left. He's an athletic wing that really rose up the draft boards. Scored like 20 plus points in scrimmages in the draft combine. Very athletic, very fast, very long defender. He's projected to be 6'5" in terms of height. And I think he's like 7'2", 7'5" wingspan. So he's a very long guy. And again, a guy that can shoot, a guy that can be like Devin Vassell for the Spurs that were in the NBA Finals. They can be a guy like a Mikel Brown, like 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 yeah, Mikel Brown. What am I thinking? No. I'm thinking about the rookie. Damn. Uh, hold on 1 second. I'm trying to blank on this kid, this dude's name. The dude from the Knicks. The 3 and D guy. Hold up. Mikal Bridges. Jesus, I'm the worst. I'm the worst ill-prepared person in the world. But that's what I like about Cameron Carr, man. He's going to be a dude that can play both sides of the ball and could either start for you or come off the bench and be a spark plug of energy off of it. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm excited. Um, but yeah, so that's what we got going on. We got the sixth pick. This pick is in. This is Brooklyn. I think here, if you need a face of your franchise, you don't have a guy. Yes, you have Julius Randle that you just traded for, and you have Michael Porter Jr. as well, buckets. But I don't know what they do here. So they might go Mikel Brown Jr. If they really like him and are worried about the injury concerns him because he can play both guard positions. He can play on and off the ball. And yeah, if not, Darius Acuff might be the guy. I know Sacramento is very interested in Darius Acuff. Would they sacrifice assets to move up one slot? Is my question. I don't know. I wouldn't put it past them, however. But yeah, like I guess we'll find out soon, man. I guess we'll find out soon.
Well, I mean, because I am not going to be much longer for this world, I got to get out of here right away to record something. I do want to make like a quick second before this pick comes in, and if the pick comes in while I'm talking, feel free to interrupt me. Obviously,
Yeah.
this is an NBA draft watch along. I just want to say to everyone who has followed Vince since coming over to Wallop Media, it has been incredible to watch like the content that this guy is.
Oh, the pick's coming in.
Oh, pick's coming in. All right.
Oh, Mikel Brown Jr. is the guy.
Okay.
All right. Continue with your thought, bro. Continue with your thought.
Well, no. Is this a big shocker?
It's not a big shocker because from 5 through 7, I figured that it'd be Keaton Wagler, Mikel Brown Jr., and Darius Acuff Jr. The order, again, we just didn't know. Like, those guys could have gone anywhere there. They could have fallen all the way to 8 or maybe even 9 to Dallas. But this is a good pick. This is a solid pick. Honestly, this makes sense because he might be a better complement to the guys that you just have on the roster right now. He could be a point guard. He could be a 2 guard for you. Darius Acuff is definitely a 1 guard. He's more of a Steve Francis, Stephon Marbury type of dude. And Mikel Brown Jr. projects to be more of a like tweener guy that can do a little bit of both, you know?
Okay. All right. Interesting. I will finish my thought quickly while we have a few minutes here. I just want to say for everyone who's tuned in and been following these like Vince before or after he joined up with us. I just want to show it, or I just want to go out and say thank you, because what the content that you put out every week, Vince, whether you're with Bosch or whether you're talking basketball or the Punisher or whatever, has been such a welcome thing to come over, and you do great stuff every week. I truly enjoy all of the content, and I really appreciate having you as part of the team.
I
Um,
appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Me and Kyle do a sports show, but we usually focus on one sport per episode. And right now we're kind of knee deep in the
The
World
World
Cup.
Cup.
So to have you covering basketball, which is my first and foremost favorite sport, is it's been great, because I've been able to kind of keep up with it in a way that I don't, or haven't all year.
Right.
And your vast knowledge is fascinating. So
Thanks,
again,
man. I
I'm
appreciate it.
loving the content. We're loving having you here. And before it gets any later, I do have to pretty much run to get set up for the next episode of World's
No
Funniest
worries.
Podcast. But if time gives, or if this is still going on by the time this is over and done with, or I'm done recording rather, I may pop back in just to see where we're all at. And I hate to leave you by yourself here,
No
but
worries.
I was gonna say, I feel like you got it handled, considering that you've been leading the conversation pretty hard.
No worries, man. I appreciate you stopping by, bro.
Absolutely, man. I wish you the best of luck in the watch along going forward. And again, anybody who isn't already following us, hit that like and subscribe button, those like and subscribe buttons at the bottom. Hit that little bell so you're notified every time myself and Vince are dropping podcasts, because we're doing it frequently these days.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, for sure. And there's stuff to talk about basketball wise. Obviously, we didn't fully dissect the Giannis trade going to Miami. Well, there could be more trades tonight. We don't know what might be happening. This is fun time. Hopefully you come back in time for the 19th pick where your Raptors are on the clock. If not, I'll let you know all about the guy that they picked up.
All right, excellent. Well, thank you everybody for hanging out with us for a while, and I will see you potentially later, Vince.
All right, sounds good, my man. All right, guys. So yeah, Sacramento Kings are now on the clock here, and we'll see what happens with the Sacramento Kings. I think honestly the pick here is probably Darius Acuff Jr. It's been like the worst kept secret in basketball. He's open to the idea of being in Sacramento and playing for the Kings, which is again a fresh, what's the word I'm looking for? It's refreshing to hear, especially as a Kings fan. He may not be the best player to have there, given that they have Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan, but I think if you're the Sacramento Kings, you press the reset button with Darius Acuff Jr. at the helm, and then you go ahead and move off everybody else. See if you can make some trades, maybe buy out Zach LaVine. I think he has like 1 year left on his contract, or maybe that might be DeMar DeRozan. But Zach LaVine's contract is very movable if it's on a 1 year deal, like a salary dump. Shouldn't be too difficult, especially for a team trying to cut salary. But Sacramento Kings here, Darius Acuff, I like this for them. It's exciting. I know I'm a Bulls fan, but I also have been a Kings fan because of Chris Webber since the 02 days, since the white chocolate Jason Williams days. So I'm definitely excited for them. I just want them to have an exciting pick. And here we go. We have the pick. It's coming up. Let's tune in.
In the 2026 NBA draft, the Sacramento Kings select Darius Acuff Jr.
And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Darius Acuff Jr. officially a Sacramento King. Shout out to him. Honestly, he feels like a Sacramento King player. I don't know. He kind of gives me like that Tyrese, that Tyreek Evans, Tyrese Halliburton, DeMarcus Cousins type guy. Like he feels like a dude that's trying to prove himself and actually like earn his keep. Player comps for him, obviously, like a Steve Francis, maybe a Stephon Marbury. So this is very exciting, honestly, for Sacramento. You guys are getting a really good guy, the best offensive guard in this draft. He doesn't need to work on his deficiencies on defense. But if you get the right piece around him, you could maybe hide him. Just look at a team like New York Knicks that ended up winning the championship. I mean, Jalen Brunson isn't a defensive store by any means, but they were able to hide him. They were able to like get through despite that, and his offense helped them get over the hump and win that championship for the New York Knicks. So I like this one so much. And then now we move on to the 8th pick, which would be Atlanta, and that's interesting as well because that might be on the move. That could be on the move because Atlanta doesn't necessarily need anything too specific, but the guy that I like here for them is Kingston Flemings. They just re-signed to a 1-year deal. CJ McCollum. Their biggest deficiencies here are the front court help. Onyeka Okongwu, as great as he is, he's not going to stop anyone at the rim. He's not going to tear anyone from going to the basket. So they need front court. They need rim protection in general. And they also need ball creation. And I think Kingston Flemings would be a perfect selection for them because he can be that defensive guy. He's a fantastic point of attack defender. Think of Lonzo Ball. That's kind of how this guy is. He's able to play make. He's able to shoot. The shooting isn't as great as Lonzo was during the tail end of his career before the ACL injuries, but he's still a very good player for them. So I'm looking forward to see what Atlanta can do here. They might also go big with the Dame Mara, the big man out of Michigan, 7'3". That's got to be enticing if you're a franchise and if you need front court depth. There's no better option right there. So we'll see what they go with. Honestly, I'm leaning towards Kingston Flemings. Originally, I thought he might go at 7 to Sacramento, but Darius Acuff falling to them is kind of perfect. Honestly, I kind of like all these fits for all these players so far. All this makes sense for the franchises and the players involved. I'm just very excited. As an NBA fanatic, I just love seeing the new freshness that's come into every NBA season. Again, I want to remind everyone, if you haven't done so already, go ahead and like this video. Comment down below. The Hawks are on the board. Who do you want them to take? Who do you want your team to take if they haven't already selected? Subscribe. Turn on bell notifications so you know when we go live with a brand new episode, go live with a brand new video, or a live stream, So, Atlanta Hawks says the pick is in. We'll see who they select momentarily. Follow us everywhere at 606 Universe on social media as well as on YouTube. Wallop Media as well. YouTube, shout out to them. We're streaming live on the Wallop Media channel as well simultaneously. But yeah, exciting stuff here, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Share this, obviously, and let us know what you guys think. But Darius Acuff Jr. If I'm the Sacramento Kings, I've already mentioned. I think you try to move off of Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan. That's priority number one. More so DeMar than Zach, because Zach, again, is going to be someone that you can move towards the trade deadline, that a team that's trying to cut salary will be able to absorb, because again, expiring contract and what have you, or it might have 1 year left on that deal. I'm not exactly sure, but DeMar DeRozan, definitely try to unload him. You have DeMontis Sabonis, as great as he is as a center for Sacramento. I don't think he fits the future, and I think they just need to do a full reset. If I'm Sacramento, I'd be calling the Charlotte Hornets right now and say, hey, you guys need a center. What do you guys want for DeMontis Sabonis? And if that's the case, you could be seeing the Sacramento Kings going on the clock again on tonight's draft, because the Charlotte Hornets do have the 14th pick, the last pick in the lottery, but they also do have, I believe it's the 17th. No, it's the 18th pick in the draft. Yes. So they also have the 18th pick in the draft. So you could do maybe the 18th pick, salary cap filler, maybe a young prospect that you may or may not like, and ship that over to Sacramento. And then if you're Sacramento, you get a future draft pick, and then you get another first round pick in this year's draft. Now you start building this team and start molding it in what you want it to be around Darius Acuff Jr. For Atlanta, again, this is a team that I thought could ship this pick out in the 3-team trade involving Giannis, where the Bucks get the 8th pick, the Hawks end up with Giannis Antetokounmpo, and unfortunately, that's no longer the case. They do have CJ McCollum, like I mentioned. He's a guy that we've seen can slide over to the 2 guard. He's not necessarily a primary point guard, so if you do go point guard here, like I think they will with Kingston Flemings, You can pair him alongside a CJ McCollum. You have Dyson Daniels. You have Jalen Johnson on the team. They were the only team to get more than one victory against the defending NBA champions, New York Knicks. So that's got to either let you know that they're a good matchup or they're right on the cusp of things. You could probably package this up with their first round pick from a couple years ago and Zachary Reese-Shea and get another guy at the 2, at the 1, or at the 5. So that's kind of like what I'm looking for here with Atlanta. But if I'm them, and if I'm just staying here, Kingston Flemings is my guy. But there are options, like I mentioned. Ade Mara could very well be the guy here. I wouldn't be surprised to see a guy like LeBaron Philon from Alabama just jump into the lottery, even though he's projected to be anywhere between. Oh wait, we have. Oh wait, they're discussing the Derek Queen trade. Yes, because this trade was received via New Orleans from last year's trade, where they gave them away a future pick and their pick at that year's draft, so they can move up and select Derek Queen. It didn't really work out for New Orleans, unfortunately. Derek Queen didn't develop as quickly as they would like them to, but it's worked out well for Atlanta. And shout out to Bryson Graham, our current GM, Vice President of Basketball Operation, that was helping facilitate that trade. We got the Hawks. They're on the clock. Let's see who they pick.
With the 8th pick in the 2026 NBA Draft, the Atlanta Hawks select Kingston Fleming.
There we go. That's the guy. I love this. Honestly, everything is lining up to form here in this draft. Like I said, Kingston Fleming's perfect point of attack defender, perfect playmaker in the half court and on the fast break. He's one of the fastest guards in this draft, and he's going to be able to play well with what they currently have in Atlanta currently. Honestly, this is a great pickup for them, and you don't have to worry about him starting off from the jump. He's a guy that can come off the bench, slowly work him into the offense, get him integrated, and eventually be the guard of the future. CJ McCollum is only signed for one more year, and honestly, he can play next to CJ. He can replace CJ. Hey, what's up, Jalen? How's it going, homie? We picked up the North Carolina kid. He's coming to Chicago. Your Lakers going to be on the clock towards the tail end. I got some predictions for them who I think they should go ahead and select. Let's see. Jalen also says, "I just hope all teams win except Boston." Fuck Boston, right? That's the energy. That's the energy there. But honestly, Jalen, it does really seem like everyone's coming up winning. Like everybody's kind of finding their guy, finding a guy that fits their team, fits their future, or it's just like oozing potential or gives them some light of hope at the end of the tunnel. Honestly, for as good as this draft is, it's been a little predictable. I hate that I've been mocking this draft so much that I'm not surprised by anything here. Dallas is on the clock right now. The guy that I have for them is Braden Burries. That's who I think is going to be because he's the guy that can come in and help the team win right now, but also grow alongside Cooper Flag there in Dallas. And obviously, there's been interest of him going there. There's been interest of Dallas selecting him as well. Although I wouldn't be surprised if you see Ade Mara from Michigan get selected here and then get shipped off to OKC. OKC has two first round picks in this year's draft. They have the 12th pick in the lottery. They also have the 17th pick. They don't have the room on the roster. They don't have the cap space for multiple rookies. So they just really need the one, really. And they needed more help on the front court to defend Wembanyama. And Ade Mara would be kind of perfect to be like the prototypical Wemby stopper at 7'3" without shoes. So yeah, that might be perfect. So you package 12, you pack it with 17, you move up to 9, you give that to Dallas. And if you're Dallas and if you really think Braden Burris is going to be there at 12, I think you do this. The only way you don't do this is if you think that either Golden State or Milwaukee with 2 picks will go ahead and select Braden Burris before you get to select them at 12. But yeah, so we had Dallas on the clock. The pick is in. This is probably going to be Braden Burris, guys. If it's not Braden Burris, don't be surprised to hear Derry Morrow's name being called. So let us know what you guys think. What do you guys think so far of this draft? Do you think it's actually it's going to live up to the hype? Do you think it's going to flop? Because we've had drafts in the past where they like, oh, this is going to be just as good as 96. This is going to be just as good as 2003. And it doesn't live up to that, you know? So we'll see. We'll see. Time will tell. But honestly, all these guys just feel really, really good players. I'm very hype on a lot of guys. There's like a few guys here and there that I don't get the hype behind, and I don't really like. One of them was Darius A. Cuff. Like, he's a fine player. I wouldn't want him for the Chicago Bulls. I wouldn't want him for my franchise, but I think he would have fit perfectly either in Brooklyn, and he's going to be perfect in Sacramento. Kingston Flemings is actually a really good guy that I kind of hope that would be there for the Chicago Bulls to trade up for from 15 to select, because I love that point of attack defender. We had that here with Lonzo Ball. That's kind of like the play style. That's the player comp for me. And then we also had a guy like Alex Caruso. And then defense is something we've been sorely lacking here in Chicago. So again, that's something that I desperately want. But Atlanta picked that up. And then now you have a guy here in Braden Barris that could be going to Dallas. Let's there. Adam Silver is taking his time to get into the podium, because I'm over here. I'm trying to save all of the Braden Burris talk in case he does get selected in a couple seconds. I don't want to like just spill all the tea, you know. But yeah, we're gonna patiently wait. Hopefully he gets his ass out here so we can go ahead and talk about this. But there's some guys. There's definitely some guys for sure that can go there. Let's see here. I'm going to take this time to update the draft selection banner. So, going to do that for a real quick. Let's see. Oh, yeah. New head coach for the Dallas Mavericks, former head coach of the Michigan Wolverines. Here we go. Oh my God. Morris Johnson Jr. goes up to number 9. I did not. So, okay, I love Morris Johnson Jr. He's like a great energy guy, or the first Michigan guy to be selected in this draft, going number 9 to Dallas. The question is this pick going to stay in Dallas, or again, is this OKC trading up to get a guy in Morris Johnson Jr. to help them play right now? So I don't know. This is actually kind of exciting, unanticipated. We get the first shocker of tonight's draft, honestly, and it's great to hear. Braden Burris not going to Dallas. Interesting. So he might be going to Golden State. He could be a guy that goes to Golden State or OKC, honestly. Shout out to the Chicago guy. He played in Illinois. Is the national champion with Michigan. Helped them out. He's a guy that is going to be able to attack the boards, play good defense, be a lob threat, score in the post as well, play some small ball fight for the Dallas Mavericks, assuming he's still there. But honestly, I kind of like it. He's a good fit next to Cooper Flagg at the 3. You have your front court, your wings of the future. You got your forwards of the future. I like this. Not a bad pickup. I'm surprised. I wasn't anticipating. But I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it, man. I'm okay with it. This is a good pick. We like it. We like to get some unpredictable stuff here. So wow, Morris Johnson, the guy out of Michigan, is going to Dallas, and again, fantastic fit next to Cooper Flagg in Dallas. So if he is in fact going to Dallas, that's a great pickup for them. Just check my phone, make sure there's no trades. Oh, okay. Oh, well, you know what? That also makes sense. Dusty May, the new head coach of the Dallas Mavericks, before I paused to look at the selection, is picking up one of his Michigan guys. So I get, so it makes a little bit more sense. He's saying, "Hey, we need to take one of my Michigan guys." Listen, he knows how to use the play his player. Obviously, he coached them to a national championship this season in the NCAA tournament. So honestly, I'm surprised Morris Johnson jumped that far in the draft, but I'm very happy for the guy. I think it's going to be a great selection. You see him there celebrating with Yaxel Lindenberg and Adane Mara as well. 3 fantastic front court pieces from Michigan. I love this. This is going to be great. I can't wait to see this. So now we're at the 10th pick, and we have Milwaukee. The guy that has been linked to them the most has been Nate Ahmed from was it Tennessee? I think so. He outside of the top four projects to have the most upside out of any player. However, I feel like he's more of a raw prospect, someone that's going to take time to develop and reach that potential. However, they're not planning to do anything in Milwaukee. They just traded Giannis Antetokounmpo, so they have that hole to fill at the front court position, so he can just kind of come in there and just play and just like make mistakes and learn and grow as a player. So Milwaukee now is actually a very good landing spot for Nate Ament. I don't personally like it. I may sound like a Nate Ament hater, which is one of the guys that I was mentioning earlier that I'm not really the biggest fan of and I'm not too high on. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with it. They also have the 13th pick. So the guy that I would like here is Braden Burries. I think he's the best guy here, but he doesn't have the most upside potential. So maybe he's not where you go. I like LeBaron Philon from Alabama. I think he's the perfect guard to select here. He can run the points. You don't really have a point guard unless I like look at that Milwaukee roster and see what's going on. But yeah, man. They got to get a guard. They got to get something. Best player available, honestly. You got 2 picks in the lottery. They're late lottery picks, but they're still lottery picks nonetheless. This is a deep trap. You're gonna get somebody. Maybe you get into Damara. Maybe you go ahead and grab a center. Maybe you move off Miles Turner and ship him off. He could be going to Atlanta. He could be going somewhere else. So honestly, I have no idea what Milwaukee's going to do here. I couldn't tell you. After the Giannis trade. But they do have some guys here. They have Jaime Jaquez, who they picked up from the Miami trade. They also have Khalil Ware, the center. I think he'd be a sophomore campaign going into this next season. You have the 13th pick. You have the 10th pick that was your own. You have Tyler Hero. You might be able to ship him off to a team. I'm looking at Detroit as a possible landing spot for Tyler Hero. So we'll see what happens with that as well. But yeah, I think LeBaron Philon is the guy that I would go with here. But I think everybody anticipates Nate Mance. And again, it could be a fine pickup, honestly. Nate Mance, and then if he's still there, pick up LeBaron Philon. But I think Nate Mance going to be there at 13 regardless. Because you look at number 11 with Golden State, they need a win now player. So Nate Mance probably isn't going to be the guy. You look at OKC again, they need a win now player. Maybe they can go ahead and draft Nate Mance and just have him slowly develop. But I think you kind of need him to play instead of just sending him to the G League. So he needs to have that NBA experience. So it might not be the best landing spot for him to get the most out of him. You then go past those 2 guys, and then you're there at 13. I think you take LeBaron Philon on the off chance they a Golden State or an OKC takes him, because I just like him so much as a guard. I think he's the next best guard prospect in this draft, right next to Braden Burries. But Braden Burries is more of a win now type of dude. So we'll see what happens. Honestly, I was anticipating Yaxel Lenneberg to be the pick at number 11 for Golden State, but I could honestly see Braden Burries be the dude there too. And Braden Burries could very well be the guy, because I think he's the best player available at number 10 there, and I think you should take him. But in terms of upside potential, it's definitely Nate Ament. I don't personally agree, but that is the consensus around the league. So we'll see what happens there. No trades that I can see. I'm trying to look to see if there's any like Shams notifications or anything like that. They don't break in the middle. Wait, here we go. There's Braden Burries. He doesn't look too excited to be going to Milwaukee, unfortunately. Like, he's got like that half smile. Like, I think he really thought he was going to go number 9 to Dallas. And that would have been a great landing spot for him. He could have grown with Cooper Flag. He could have helped them right then and there. He has a great player comp, because he's kind of like a Derek White with Boston. He's going to be able to provide some playmaking, provide some shooting, provide some defense as well. He's got some decent size. I like him. I don't know what's going on here in Milwaukee. I don't know what they're doing, but hey, Braden Burris is a good solid piece. If you want some foundation, you want something solid, you want something secure, you can't go much better than Braden Burris here at number 10. The only guy that's more secure, more safe than Braden Burris is probably Cameron Boozer, who was selected third by Memphis. So yeah, I like this. I like this so far. Maybe Nate Amen is 13 is the 13 overall pick, and at 13, I think that's a much more reasonable landing spot for him. So we'll see what happens. I'm gonna go ahead and like update the little draft ticker, do my little ESPN there. But yeah, guys, let me know. Let me know what you guys think, man. Are you guys enjoying the draft so far? Like, what are you guys thinking? Let's see here. Burries to the list. Get him going. I'm still honestly, I'm still shocked Morris Johnson went to number 9. I'm shocked, but like I'm not at the same time, because like he is that good. He's gonna be able to help your team right then and there, and he could very well be the best player to come out of that Michigan team. So we'll see. We'll see what's going on right there. But yeah, Braden Burries, I think it's kind of hard to know how he fits in Milwaukee because I don't know who's going to stay there. I think they still have Kyle Kuzma. They got Miles Turner as well. I gotta look up the Bucks roster, honestly, if I'm being honest with you. See what they have. Because I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you who's there. I mean, let's see here. Let's see. No, they got Ryan Hollins. They got Kyle Kuzma, Miles Turner. Thanasis is still there. Alex Antetokounmpo is there. Torian Prince, Gary Trent Jr., Usman Jang, Tyler Hero they picked up, Cormac Ryan, Jaime Jaquez. Okay, so I like Jaime Jaquez. Kasparas, Yakushonis, Khalil Ware, Gary Harris, Pete Nance, Jericho Simpson's on there? Interesting. Well, I mean, they Kevin Porter Jr. as well. They got a couple of juniors on there, actually, now that I think about it. But Braden Berry, so I'm looking at the guys like Braden Berry's. I'm looking at guys like Jaime Jaquez. I'm looking at Yakushonis. I'm looking at Khalil Ware and whoever they pick up at 13. You got some guys here, honestly. You got some guys here. You're not going to be the worst team, I don't think, in the NBA. You won't fall into that bottom 3 relegation zone, I should say. They could be like the 4th worst team, the 5th worst team. It really just depends on what they do if they ship off Tyler Hero. Because with Tyler Hero there, you're not going to be able to be that bad. You still have Miles Turner. You got to flip those guys. You got to get rid of Kuzma as well, and just like really hand the ball over. If I'm Milwaukee, just personally, just bias, I kind of want them to take Kareem Lopez, so they have Jaime Jaquez Jr. and Kareem Lopez, just 2 Mexicans in Milwaukee. Like they're like right up the road from me. Like they're like an hour and a half drive away from me, so I can just go up and see them whenever I want to. So that'd be exciting to see. As a fellow Mexican, I would love to see them be that close to me here in Chicago without actually being here in Chicago. But we got the Golden State Warriors here on the clock now at the number 11th pick in the first round. They need someone that can just help right now. Because this team isn't done anytime soon. They're not going to be a team that is going to just like blow it up and start over. They still have Stephen Curry. They still have Draymond Green. Unfortunately, they have the dead contract of Jimmy Butler, a guy who isn't going to be playing this season. He might maybe at the tail end of the season, but who knows how well he's going to be coming off of his injury. So you got to unload him. That's basically like a dead contract there. See if you can package that with something else. They traded for Kristaps Porzingis to be their center, but they need a center. So Adem Mara could be the guy here. Braden Burris is off the clock. I'm looking at a Michigan Wolverine to be selected here at number 11. It's either going to be Yaxel Landenberg, the 4-year college player that is probably the most solid guy here that can come in and help now. He can play either forward positions. He can shoot. He can play defense. It's going to be perfect for a Steve Kerr-led offense, honestly. And then you look at Adem Mara, he's going to be able to come in there and be kind of like that starting center. And he's really good at playmaking from the post as well. So he's going to be able to like run that offense that way as well. So I mean, we'll find out right now where Golden State goes, but those are my two predictions right now. With Braden Berries being off the board, I think he would have been perfect right next to Stephen Curry. I don't know who they take, but it's gonna be a Michigan. It's gonna be a Michigan Wolverine. The pick is in, so we're just gonna wait anticipating here, um, and just kind of wait and see what happens. But it's gonna be a Wolverine, I think for sure. I think Yaxel Lendenberg has been the guy that's been like linked to them the most, honestly. But Ademara is now in that 11th pick range. I think if he goes past Golden State, I think Ademara ends up going to OKC. I think we're gonna get back to back Michigan Wolverines here, and for good reason. National champions, phenomenal players, going to be great rookie pickups for any franchise that selects them. I would have loved to have either of those three in Chicago. That's how great they are. Like it's kind of hard to pick. They're all really good in their own different ways. So we'll see. I think it'll be Axel. He has worked out for Golden State. He has interviewed with them, so we'll see. Notification? Do we got a trade? Shams? Noti? No, I guess no trade so far. I'm actually very surprised we haven't gotten any trades. We usually by this point in time in the draft, you're already seeing like one move or two moves or whatever. You see Shams, or back in the day you see Woj just like drop a tweet or whatever. But it's also kind of weird now, like sitting here and like watching the draft without hearing, without seeing the Woj tweets, saying it's like, oh, so and so is selecting this player, this team is selecting that player. Like minutes before the actual like commissioner comes on to the broadcast to make the official selection. So I always thought that was hilarious to check out. So. Yeah, Golden State's taking a minute. Adam Silver is actually taking his sweet old time to get there. The pick is in, but here we go. Speak of the devil. Let's listen in, guys.
With the 11th pick in the 2026 NBA draft, the Golden State Warriors select Yaxel Lendenberg.
And there we go. That's the guy, Yaxel Lendenberg. He fits, honestly. He can come in day one and be a rotational piece for Golden State. I like this very much for him. I like this for Golden State. You have to maximize that Stephen Curry window because they're not going to, like I mentioned before, they're not going to rebuild. They're not going to blow things up. They're going to ride this thing down to the ground. They're going to sink with the ship. If the Titanic starts to go down, they're going to go down because you owe it to Steph Curry. He's the best player in franchise history. I wish the Bulls would have done the same thing for Michael Jordan. Just keep trying to build a contender and keep putting you in the position to probably win the championship. They did that. What was it, in 2021 when they won that one championship against the Boston Celtics, and Steph Curry's last championship. That was what their fourth ring, right? Because they won in 2015. Then they won back-to-back years with KD, and they won that fourth one without KD. So, yeah, we got some good stuff here. Sorry, guys, I'm trying to add this to the stream, so anybody that taps in at any point can see the little ticker and see who's been selected by who. And just kind of give that ESPN feel. Hey, what's up? How's it going, Bakley? What's up, dude? Yeah, dude, we're just hanging out here watching the draft. Like, Morris Johnson Jr. jumped all the way to number 9. I thought that was crazy. And then we have 2 picks later, another Michigan dude, Yaxel Lendenberg, going to Golden State. We have the Oklahoma City Thunder on the clock here at 12. They will be on the clock again at number 17. So we'll see if they're going to keep both picks. Are they packaging these picks? We don't know. We don't know, honestly. Hey, honestly, that Braden Berries pick from at number 10 from the Milwaukee Bucks, that could very easily be a trade situation where they want Braden Berries. OKC, that is, wants Braden Berries. So they trade number 12 and 17 to Milwaukee. So now they get an additional first round pick. If I'm Milwaukee, that's what I'm doing. I'm saying, hey, who wants this top 10 pick? Like, hopefully that's what they did. If not, Braden Burris is going to be fine as well. But Yaxel Lindenberg is the guy who's going to be able to shoot, play off the ball, play good team help defense, be able to be a good defender in the front court. Again, play both the 3 and the 4 for Golden State. He's going to be able to slide in and just kind of take a little bit of those Jimmy minutes. I'm not saying he's going to completely take over the Jimmy Butler role, but he's going to be able to help out and ease that burden for the franchise because Jimmy's just gone. Jimmy is just gone. He's not going to be there. He's out with injury. We won't see him. But you love to see that. You love to see a young kid get drafted and be emotional and just be happy in the moment. You just love to see it for these kids, man, honestly. Let's see here. Let's see what Bakley's got to say. Bakley says, low key, Washington going to be sneaky decent. I said that, man. I said that they're at least bare minimum a playing team because you have Trae Young for 4 years. You have AJ DeBonsa. You have Alex Czar. And then now you have an Anthony Davis who some days he wants to be in Washington. Some days he doesn't want to be in Washington. I have no fucking idea what Anthony Davis wants to do. But even if they don't end up keeping Anthony Davis, they can go ahead and ship him out and get assets in return. They can make some moves. Washington is intriguing for the first time. I just kind of wish they would switch up their jerseys. I hate their jerseys, man. Like the ones with like the stripes, like the ones that they debuted after like 2012, 2013 with John Wall, Bradley Beal, that era. I hated those. Like I get it. You're in the nation's capital. You're in Washington. You know, yeah. Yeah, I mentioned Alex Sorry. George as well. He's another guy, another forward that can play in the front court with them. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens with the Washington Wizards. I like the team. Like you mentioned, Alex Zara, Anthony Davis, Trae Young, Keyshawn George, Trey Johnson. I'm trying to think. Cam Whitmore is on the team. Jaden Hardy, Justin Champagne. And then now AJ DeBanza. So you got guys. They're going to be sneaky good. I don't think Washington's done. They might be done in the first round in this year's draft, but I don't think they're done making moves. Again, it's going to really depend on if Anthony Davis wants to stay there. If they wait up, they might just rebuild him, and you might and rebuild his value. And from there, he may get moved at the deadline if he does, in fact, not want to be there. So again, we'll see what happens. Honestly. But Axel Lindenberg, perfect selection for the Golden State Warriors. I like this. Honestly, the only surprise here is Morris Johnson jumping to 9 because I really thought that was going to be Braden Burris, and at number 10, it was going to be Nate Ahmed. I'm not surprised Nate Ahmed is falling. If you're Milwaukee and now you want to take a high upside swing at 13 from the pick that you received in the Miami Heat Giannis trade, I think at that point, perfectly okay to take a swing at Nate Ahmed if that's your dude. But, I mean, number 10, you picked up something safe, something solid, something secure in Braden Burris. So we'll see what happens. I still like LeBaron Philon. If you got a backcourt of LeBaron Philon and Braden Burris, you're doing well in Milwaukee because you got so many front court guys. I think the backcourt is where you need the most help. They didn't really have a point guard last season. I think they were running Kevin Porter Jr. at the point. That's not really what you want to do. Prior to that, they had Damian Lillard, but the Achilles tear, I think it was Achilles tendon, maybe. I can't recall. Obviously, that didn't work out. Drew Holiday prior to that was their last solid point guard. So I don't know if Braden Burris, I guess, could run that point because he is that combo guard. He can run the point. He can play off the ball. So we'll see what happens. Let's see. Bucks have a lot of flexibility with their depth and draft capital. Yeah, I just mentioned it. Oh, wait, we got the OKC Thunder on the clock. Let's see what they pick.
With the 12th pick in the 2026 NBA draft, the Oklahoma City Thunder select Adai Mara from Arizona.
See, again, that makes sense. I mentioned it. See, now I don't think that OKC went ahead and traded up for a Morris Johnson or a Braden Burris. I think this is their guy. This is the guy that I've been like penciling in to be in Oklahoma City Thunder. Dave Mara is going to be able to like be a guy for Oklahoma City in that front court. Obviously, you saw in the playoffs that what am I trying to blank? Hold up 1 second, guys. Okay, see. I'm trying to blank on names, guys. This is what happens when you come in and you don't have notes. Chet Holmgren, as he saw in the playoffs, Chet Holmgren cannot guard Victor Wembanyama. If anything, he disappears like he's Ben Simmons in the playoffs against a Trae Young drive in the playoffs. They have guys, obviously. They were there. They were a couple games away from going to the actually they won 7 games. Am I mistaken? Basically, you're in the chat, man. Didn't the Spurs OKC go 7 games? They were almost made the NBA Finals. Yeah, it did go 7 games. They almost made the NBA Finals, and their second best player, Jalen Williams, wasn't available for that game. So, had he been available to play, you could make an argument that OKC is back in the finals back to back, and potentially might have been able to beat a New York Knicks team because I think they were a little bit more capable of matching up with what the Knicks had. This still says Miami Heat making the selection, but that's because the trade isn't going to be official until July 6th. They might restructure the deal. They might add some things there as well. So you could see that Giannis trade be expanded to include a couple more trades. So keep an eye out for that if you're wondering why Miami says it's still on the clock there. But going back to OKC, right? They picked up a Daymar, a guy that's going to be able to play center for them. That's going to doesn't have to be the starting caliber center. Can be a guy that could be the center of their future. And again, is going to be a guy that you're going to look to throw at with the Wembanyama, not only throughout the season but in the playoffs. So obviously, the Spurs and the Thunder are going to be the 1A, 1B in the Western Conference for the next couple of years, unless something unforeseen happens. But you have Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, you have Jalen Williams, you have Chet Holmgren, who is probably better fit to play the 4, honestly. And then you added a Daymar, that's really good. You have a situation where you have Isaiah Hardenstein, who you might not be able to bring back because you may not be able to like go under the salary cap, under the threshold that you're trying to save some money there. So he might be able to replace what an Isaiah Hardenstein brought to you. But even if you do bring back an Isaiah Hardenstein at a much affordable, team-friendly contract and annual salary, he'd be a perfect guy to learn from and play behind. Does Mara make Hardenstein expendable? No, I don't think he does. I think now having Mara though, you can look at you can look at it as like, hey, if we lose him, we lose him. It's more so a safety net. For me personally, he's more of a safety net. It's like in case we do lose Isaiah Hardenstein, we have a Daymar, and I think that's the kind of like the situation. You still want to keep Isaiah Hardenstein because obviously he helps them tremendously, and it'd be a lot to ask for Daymar to just throw him into the fire and as a rookie help lead them to their second championship in 3 years. So it probably would be best for Daymar and the Thunder to let him come off the bench. Eventually, at some point, I wouldn't be surprised if he's playing so well halfway through the season, they have him starting alongside Chet Holmgren and then have Isaiah Hardenstein be that dude off the bench. And that just adds to their depth because they still have guys like Jalen Williams who can play the 4, who can play the 5 as well. So they have options. And then they still have the 17th pick. Assuming they don't trade that pick, they still have the 17th pick. They do have to answer questions with Lu Dort, and not only with Isaiah Hardenstein, but also Lu Dort. That's also another guy that they have to figure out what they're going to do. They have guys like Isaiah Joe. They have Kendrick Williams on the roster as well. You look at AJ Mitchell, a guy that could be there, could not be there. So it's really going to depend on what they're able to do. Keaston Wallace, again, another guy that may or may not be there. You only have so many roster spots here, and only so many minutes for these players, and that's kind of like what the situation is with OKC. The rich keep getting richer because they had the best center in this draft fall to them at number 12. They didn't have to do anything. Obviously, some people, and me including, thought they could trade up to number 9 or number 10 to make an Ade Mara selection, and also not only solve the what's the word I'm looking for, like the excess amount of picks. They have because they have so many picks. They have so many picks. They don't have the amount of roster spots needed to play all those draft picks. So let's see. In my opinion, the Heat needs to hit on this pick. Uh, I don't know if you're being serious here, Bakley, but this is not the Miami Heat. This is the Milwaukee Bucks, dude, because it was included in the Giannis Antetokounmpo trade. I really hope you're just messing with me here, bro. But no, this is Milwaukee. Obviously, I mentioned Nate Ament could be the guy, but we'll see. We'll see what's up. Oh, we got someone joining us. Got to see for the camera to turn back on. Actually, hold up 1 second. So it's like I got Caleb Willis in here.
And now from North Carolina, a 6'9" forward, Caleb Wilson.
Oh shit! All right, what's up, man? Oh, never mind. Never mind. I guess it's down. The camera's down. Let's see here. Hey, we'll get that back. We'll get that back. Let's see here. But yeah, I think the guy here would probably be LeBaron Philon if I had the selection. If not, maybe Nate Ament, based off everything I'm seeing. Yo, hello?
Yo, I screwed up my entire thing for that little joke because now I can't get my camera back on. What's going on?
Really?
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know. I'll figure it out. Sorry I'm so late, everybody. But yeah, a series of minor disasters. I did manage to see at least through the Bulls pick of what happened. How's it been going?
Okay. It's been good, man. We've been hanging out here. I had Rylan here earlier on, and then just kind of like just been going through the motions. We had a bit of a surprise. Morris Johnson was the selection for the Mavericks at number 9. I didn't think he was going to go that high.
Oh, nice. Actually, yeah. So you know what'll be cool? Man, I got to get my camera working again. What is the point of this? All right, you know what? I'm going to try to rejoin one more time. Let me back in. All right, hang on.
All right. Sorry, go ahead, man. All right. While we wait for Bosch to come back in here, we'll keep talking. 13th pick is in. It says Miami, but this is definitely Milwaukee. There we go.
There we go.
We got some visuals.
What up, everybody?
What's up, man? What's up? Good to have you. Good to have you. It's good not to be alone, you know.
No, I know, man. I'm sorry, everybody. I was trying to join up right at 7. I was so sure, and then I left work a little late. Traffic, picking up food, cat bugging me, ant infestation when I get back. Just all kinds
my
of
God! No, it sounds
I
like
got ant stories. I got plenty of time to fill on our little live stream here, but let's get to basketball first, man. I've been itching to talk.
The pick is in. The pick is in.
Yeah, so I'm not even live. What pick are we at right now?
The 13th pick, Miami. Nate Ament.
Wow.
So, okay.
So that's who Milwaukee gets.
Yes. Okay.
You know what's funny is remember in our mock, I was kind of saying that he was kind of like the long shot Giannis type of pick.
Yeah.
You know, which is the long-term developmental pick. Do you have our mock-up of what we did? I can't remember who we had him going to, but I swear I was
we had him to Milwaukee. We had him to Milwaukee, actually.
Yeah. Okay, so, good.
Dude, almost everything that we comped has been happening. The only thing that screwed things up was Morris Johnson going to 9 and Brady Burris falling from 9 to number 10 to Milwaukee.
Oh, didn't Keaton Wagler went 5th, right?
Yes, but we also projected him
to the Clippers. Yeah.
We also projected him to go 5, and then well, actually, if you look at the banner, I've been doing all
right. You know what? Hold up, because we got you got some company now. We got plenty of time to fill. We'll see when they cut to commercial. So I was gonna try to catch up on the ESPN app by like going back to the beginning while you guys are live and like me reacting to this shit I'm seeing. But I can't. The stupid app won't let me rewind before like pick 10.
I know, man.
This thing sucks, man. Do not pay $30 a month for ESPN. It's the biggest ripoff there is. I just terrible. Terrible.
That's okay. It's okay. This is why I'm watching on ABC. But even then, even then, I can't rewind ABC.
Well, yeah, but
Unfortunately.
at least it's free. Yeah,
Yeah.
so I'm not
Yeah.
paying $30 a month for it.
Yeah. Let's see here. Just adding the native mint selection to the ticker. It's more work. It's I'm adding more work to myself
You
for the,
are.
but
It's supposed
but
to be chill. We're supposed to relax, talk, have some
yeah.
food. Did you have a chance to eat anything, Vince?
Yeah, I had some angel hair pasta from Pasta Bowl. Like
Okay,
yeah, so I had some chicken there.
cool. I
Um
stopped by Gugu's table on the way back, so I'm gonna start munching this Cambodian curry chicken rice at some
yeah.
point.
Yeah, it sounds good, man. It sounds
It's
good.
gonna be
Now that you're
tight.
here, I'm able to like I'll be able to like
Yep,
scurry off and get something to drink, maybe get a small bite to eat, maybe get some chips in my
exactly.
system, man. But I don't know where you want to start. If you want to like a summary of what
So
you've
that's what I was gonna
missed.
say. All right, let's go. Let's go. Let me react to stuff in order since I haven't been here the entire time. I'm a injected jolt of energy here.
Okay.
So that's why I came in with that intro. I had it all planned out, and then I couldn't turn my camera back on. I screwed it all up. Like, all right.
It's all right, man. No
All right.
worries.
I don't know how the audio came through on that. I'm like, I don't know
No,
if it's gonna be too hot.
it came out
All
perfectly
right.
fine.
How's me screaming into this mic here?
It completely threw off me because like what was that element? It was
What
because
was that?
honestly, I'll be surprised because you changed your name to Caleb Wills.
It's
And
the era of the Caleb Wills in Chicago, the long prophesied reunification of
yeah.
Bulls fans and Bears fans under the banner of two Caleb Wills has begun. We have a
Hmm.
Caleb Wills in Soldier Field. We have a Caleb Wills at, let's call it Chicago Stadium because the other name sucks. So yeah, we have a Caleb Wilson and a Caleb Williams, and this is it, man. Let's go. Let's let the Calebs unite the fandom across the city.
Hmm.
And yeah, it's all good. We won't talk about the baseball teams right now, but
Well, actually, they're not doing
they're,
too
they're
bad.
doing all right. Well,
They're
the
not,
Sox are doing all right this time. So
well, it won't. The Cubs are going through a slump, but
the
it's
Cubs are going through it, man. That's for
yeah.
sure.
Before you go to your reaction, let me actually address Bakley's comment here. Like Dort and pick 17 traded to the Lakers for Latravia, pick 15 and a
Laravia,
sec.
Jake Laravia, I think he
Jake
means.
Laravia. Okay,
Yeah,
is that what you're
unless
saying?
he's waiting for Doctor Doom in Latveria. I'm pretty sure Jake Laravia is who he's.
Okay, all right.
So that yeah, I mean that gets the Thunder out of that contract situation. I mean, it's funny too because Lou Dort
Well,
after.
that's not official because I haven't gotten the
Oh,
Shams
you're looking
one.
for okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
you know what?
looking
I
for it.
haven't been keeping up either, so I should
No
pull that
worries, no
up.
worries. Like now that you're here, I'm able to like sneak away and look online to see what happens. Uh, no, nothing's official. Yeah, I think he's proposing that as an
Oh, I see. I
option.
see. I mean, it's
Uh
interesting because the way Lou
yeah.
Dort was talking after their postseason interviews, whatever their exit interviews with the media and stuff,
Hmm.
was where you thought maybe he would be like, oh yeah, we're gonna see, I'm confident we'll get a deal done. That's the type of thing you expect. But he really just expressed his appreciation for Oklahoma City,
Yeah.
for the front office, for Mark Daignault giving him his chance. He literally said he wouldn't be the player he is if it wasn't for Daignault, if it wasn't
Hmm.
for the Thunder. And all he talked about was how appreciative that he is. And maybe that means he is going to be willing to take a discount to stay. But how much of a discount is it going to be worth it for OKC? Considering, they've got cheaper options and
Yeah.
maybe better options right now
I
based
mean,
on
they picked up their possible Hardenstein replacement in the Daymara at number 12.
that,
Like,
like we predicted. I definitely predicted that. Did that have the mock?
yeah,
Is that
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
I have the mock somewhere. I have the mock somewhere, but I'm too lazy to go look for it. To be
But
honest with
yeah, yeah, Mara. It's not just that Mara might make Hardenstein expendable. It gives them like addressing the comments. It gives the Thunder. I hate the stupid word optionality. It gives them options.
you. Yeah.
Okay, and there's already a word options. It gives them options of being able to kind of maybe play a little bit more hardball with
Hmm.
Hartenstein on a kind of renegotiation.
Yeah.
Declining that option and then negotiating a longer contract at a lower salary, or
Yeah.
considering trade options, or just having someone they can bring into camp and see like how ready will he be to be a backup five, this year, or do
Yeah.
they, that, and maybe they can plan for the future that way of, combating Wemby, for the long term, not just this next season. So it's not even about making Hartenstein expendable. It's about keeping them long term
Hmm.
finding ways to stay competitive with the Spurs in the playoffs.
Yeah, and then even and just because they picked up a Damar doesn't necessarily mean Hardenstein is gone.
Yeah.
Wait, looks like we got the final pick of the lottery, number 14, Charlottesville. I had Morris Johnson here. He is gone. Who did they take? That's my question. Though.
Cameron Carr. Oh,
As part of a deal to be finalized later, the Miami Heat are trading to Milwaukee Bucks.
Oh, okay.
To Nate Amen.
oh, we already know this, dude.
Yeah, we already know.
This is buzzkill. Why even bother announcing this shit now?
That's why they booed him. All right, let's see what we got here.
The Charlotte Hornets select Hannes.
Oh, Steinbach.
Ah, Heinz
Much
Steinbach.
earlier than in our mock, I think. But like,
Yeah.
from what I've been hearing, like I didn't realize like his injury issues were related to him trying to come back early from an ACL tear.
Oh.
That I didn't realize that at the time of our mock. If I knew that, I probably would have been more comfortable with him going earlier.
Mhm.
So
Well,
just
he's
shows
been
the
rising since our mock draft, actually.
right. He has, yeah. Because back then he was mocked in the 20s, and then he's been in the teens, like
Yeah, he's a
easily.
lottery pick now.
Yeah.
He's a lottery pick now for sure. I'm trying to think who's probably fallen from this draft. If I'm trying to.
So we got a couple minutes before the Bulls make their pick, so we'll stop there.
Oh yeah, the
So
Bulls are
let's
next.
yeah, baby. So let's go through
Oh,
this.
okay.
We had the Wizards did take DeBonza as
Mhm.
we initially expected, despite the smoke screen, right?
Mhm.
No real surprise to me. I had begun to like. There was comments that swayed me. There's people talking about his high school tape for
Mhm.
not DeBonza, but for Darren Peterson.
Right.
And I started seeing that, and I'm like, well, maybe Darren Peterson, maybe maybe I should move him back above Boozer and Cam. But lo and
Mhm.
behold, he does go number 2,
Yeah.
and then the Grizzlies pick up Cam Boozer, and so we do get Caleb Wilson. That kind of goes chalk as to what we expected
Yeah.
uh, when we did our mock. Wagler going 5th again. That's who we had in our mock. Even though I think most others had they'd begun to not Acuff, but they had somebody. They had them taking somebody else. I forget who for the Clippers. So after
Um.
that, though, I kind of lose track. So
Mhm.
where we at? You want to catch me up, and I'll react.
Okay. Well, let's see here. Based off of what we have here, Keenan Wagler to the Clippers.
Right.
Brooklyn Nets went with Mikael Brown Jr. The Kings selected Darius
Oh yeah,
Acuff.
yeah. Of course. Hold up. So the Nets, okay, of course, because they didn't draft enough point guards last year, and so that's awesome, or guards in general. But
Yeah.
that'll be fun. So I don't disagree though. If you think, despite however many you have, if you're nowhere near contention or even playoff, forget contention, even like a playoff spot, then yeah, just keep picking the best player available, like until you can deal with the fallout of that later.
Yeah, and honestly, if we'll see what happens, but I'm honestly surprised the Kings got their guy in Darius Acuff without having to trade up. Like I was so worried that the Kings were gonna do something
So
dumb
they
and
did
like
get so okay, yeah. So then they did get Acuff. Yeah, okay.
yeah.
Poor Darius Acuff. There's all these rumors he might get out of it, but no, you're stuck in basketball purgatory, as it's been called.
Well,
Sorry, Vince.
I know, man. It's the Kings. The Kings gonna king.
Yeah.
But I guess we'll see what happens. The Bulls are on the clock right now. I'm trying to more so focus on that. Like, obviously, we know who we want here, right? Like, I think we're both in agreement who we want to hear get called
Are
up.
we? Because I think I was a little torn. Remember, between Cam Carr and I had a riser of Dalen Swain, who
Dalen
I
Swain, yes.
yeah. And then there's the consistent rumor of going big, but now obviously Mara didn't fall, and we kind of didn't expect him to.
No, of
Um,
course not.
but Steinbach is also gone, and that was kind of like maybe like a dark horse candidate to go right
Hmm. Yeah,
for the Bulls at 15. But yeah, he's off the board too. So what do you think? Cam Carr then?
I think
Swain?
Cam
Or,
Carr's my guy. The pick is in. I guess it's only a time will tell. I think
yeah,
he kind of like slots in perfectly fine because you
yeah.
have a Josh Giddey. He can play whether he starts or not. He's the 2 guard. Then you have Modest at the 3. You have Caleb Wilson right now at the 4. We just picked up Nick Claxton for peanuts to be the starting caliber center on a declining 2-year
Yeah, we'll
contract.
talk about that. We got so we'll do catch ups on trades luckily nothing too big happened, right? Just some small stuff
Yeah,
that we can
nothing
talk
crazy.
about.
Nothing crazy.
But
No superstar trade or
yeah,
anything
yeah,
like that.
nothing big. Just I guess the Bulls, there is something moved around. The Bulls
Yeah.
managed to get the center out of it, and that's about it.
I will
Um,
say I've been hearing maybe possibilities of a Crescent Knott Jr. from Houston, maybe even the Kareem Lopez being selected here as well. Like I've actually soured a little bit on Jaden Quaidens, and I think he keeps falling to the 20s.
yeah, yeah. Um, am I mixing them up? Who was the one who was injured? I'm like totally losing my mind now. Was that Quintons who was injured?
Jaden Quaidens, yes.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Okay,
Yeah.
never mind. All right.
So
Yeah,
these are the guys that I had a list of guys who I would have liked for the Bulls to pick up.
yeah.
Morris Johnson's
I see
gone.
Morez
John
prominently featured
Steinbeck
there.
gone. Ibeki Okore. You have LeBaron Philon. You have Cameron Carr. Yax Lundenberg's also gone. Dalen Swin. I also included Dalen Swin. I've turned the corner on
Thank
Dalen
you.
Swin. I don't
Yes.
like him as much as Cameron Carr because he doesn't
Yeah.
excite me as much. But he would be perfect as a solid pick as a two-way wing for the Bulls.
Yeah.
And then I also got Bennett Sturz there if they want some more
Okay.
point guards because it's not the same regime, but maybe they still want point guards, and we don't know who's actually going to come back.
Yeah. No, and not only who's going to come back, but if you draft point guard to develop, man, the two that we have, we don't have to keep long term. Like it's not necessary to trade one immediately.
Mm-mm.
Like and we could trade them, we could not, but I don't think there's anything to restrict your roster construction on the Bulls
Yeah,
right now.
like don't get me wrong. I'm not the biggest Josh Giddey guy out there. You know this. I've not made
Yeah.
this a secret at all. I've made it perfectly clear that I don't feel like he's the point guard of the future. I don't think that's the championship winning point guard. However, we're not at that point. And honestly, with the guys that we picked up, not only between Caleb Wilson and Nick Claxton last night on the eve of the draft, and whoever we pick up at 15, if it's another athletic wing like a Dalen Swain or Cameron Carr, having a Josh Giddey facilitate and run the offense might actually be good for everybody's development because there's nobody right now. At least Caleb Wilson is going to come in and command the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Well,
it might actually
regardless, you need I want like a point guard who can, Josh Giddey. Well, that I did like him
yeah, you did.
before we got him.
Yeah.
I actually wanted the Bulls to, like, several years ago, try to trade Zach LaVine straight up for him at one point.
Yeah.
But
how times have changed.
yeah, I mean, well, Zach Star fell quite a lot, but then honestly, since we got Giddey, and I see the way he moves, and he's so freaking upright, and he just has no defensive, like, no matter how much he tries, it's just not. He doesn't have any chops there, like, and it's just been like, okay, kind of a bummer, because I do like tall point guards who can pass,
Me
but
too.
usually they can play defense, like
Lonzo.
What? I mean, I'll go down the list, like Penny Hardaway, Sean Livingston, Lonzo Ball, Ben Simmons. This is why I liked Ben Simmons back in the day.
Yeah.
They could pass, they could play defense, and they had size. That was the thing. All of those guys were top-notch defenders, and Giddey has no hope. Like, and it's not for lack of effort. He tries. He's just way too upright.
It's not part of his repertoire. He just doesn't have that in his game.
Yeah.
Here we go, dude. This is the moment. I don't know who's ahead or who's behind, but we'll find out.
With the 15th pick in the 2026
We're at the same.
NBA draft, the Chicago Bulls select Dalen Swain.
Wow,
bro,
they went with your guy.
I fucking called this shit, dude.
You went with your guy. Okay, well, tell us. Talk me into Dalen Swain because I'm a little disappointed we don't have Cameron Carr, but talk me into Dalen Swain.
Cameron Carr. So Cam Carr's shooting was spectacular, right? Like, but as far as like looking into his history, it was kind of a 1-year blip of like how good. Like, it doesn't mean like he clearly improved. His stroke was pure, whatever. But the thing with Dalen Swain is he also had a 1-year improvement offensively, right? Mm-hmm. But when you see him here, let's hear them talk about him for a second.
All right, yeah. Does he slap?
Look, like he's got, see that he's offensively, he's kind of like, he's not totally smooth, right? But this was coming from like, he was offensively nothing before this, coming into this year, and this is all growth. So you see this offensive, like, see that burst and that sort of like finishing
Yeah.
ability. That's not natural finishing ability. Like he didn't have that before. It's something
Hmm.
they developed in him this year. He's actually pretty raw offensively, and yet that he was able to do that sort of stuff. Now,
Okay.
I think when you look at that film, he's kind of slow. He's kind of like offensively, I mean. He's not
Yeah.
athletically slow. His decision making, his movements are slow. They're indecisive. But again, that's like year one of him having like an offensive game. So
Yeah.
when you see him defensively, and then you see his athleticism and the fact that he can move, and dude, look at this guy's length and just that's like we need wings. I
Yeah.
like athletic wings, and the fact that he can really defend and that he showed a lot of growth in that 1 year. I'm really hoping. You know what? This is something we didn't talk about, but you know what I'd like to see Bryson Graham do. Now I know
What?
this is kind of stupid in terms of like, oh, the guys that you lost, you want to get back type of shit. And
Hmm.
yeah, I do have that in terms of players, but I have that in terms of coaches. I want oh my god, what was our shooting coach's name with a P?
I can't. I can't recall. I can't.
I had his name in my head this entire time, and
Hold up.
it's slipping my
Google
mind.
is free. Google's free.
Um, yeah, and you know what? I'm gonna check that out right here, Bulls, because that's going to really tick me off. He wasn't even a shooting coach. He was like
Peter
director of
Patton.
player. Yeah, yes, Peter Patton. Thank you, thank you. So, well, you know why we talked about this on one of the pods. The reason
Yeah.
Peter Patton was like, oh, is because Arturas Karnisovas is like a weak, thin-skinned bitch, like right, and like that's what he is. And I mean, like, I'm not saying this now because he's gone. I was saying it the entire fucking time he was here. Like he's a
Hmm.
weak, thin-skinned bitch, and anybody who disagreed with him and Peter Patton, despite making market improvements in shooting amongst several Bulls players who honestly seemed like offensively lost, like
Hmm.
hopeless before that, and yet they made all these improvements. And but Peter Patton dared disagree with the almighty and moronic Arturas Karnisovas, and he had to go. And that's literally they let him go because of like he disagreed with Arturas Karnisovas. He dared to disagree.
And he
Like,
helps so much with the players' offensive shooting development too,
well,
which is
I'd like a
crazy.
repudiation. I'd like an entire repudiation of that era of fucking Bulls basketball and of
Yeah.
this fucking moron in particular. Because like, if Michael Reinsdorf is serious about like, oh, he didn't do his due diligence and he made a mistake of not meeting air tourists, like show that you made a mistake and go
Hmm.
on and be like, hey man, this guy was fired because like the guy I hired is a goddamn moron and he was weak and he was a bitch. And so I'm gonna bring back the guy he fired and rub fucking Arturas's face in it. Be like, you know what?
I would
Actually,
hope
you're
so.
out.
I would
He's
hope
back
so
there.
so much, especially if that could help Miles Bazelis and especially Caleb Wilson, because that's the
Yes.
thing that we talked about. Caleb Wilson is that he has
Shooting.
all. Is shooting. Is shooting. And like if he has that shooting, he's gonna be unstoppable. The sky's the limit.
Yeah.
Okay. So Dayton Swain here though. Dayton
Yeah.
Swain.
So that was my point. Is so I really want somebody here who it's Caleb Wilson and Dalen Swain. So like now he doesn't have to get Peter Patton, but he has to fill that spot in terms of Bryson Graham,
I think so.
NBA Bryson
Yes.
Graham. So I'm hoping for some really good Bulls player development, shooting coaches, and that's what I'd like Dalen Swain to be able to work on. But I think, look, there's a lot of potential here for this to be just a bust of in the likes of like James Johnson, number 16 pick
Hmm.
back in the day,
Yeah.
or who was Chandler Hutchison, right?
Chandler Hutchinson, Denzel
Right? Like,
Valentine.
yeah, these guys were number 15, 16, 17 picks, right? Even Dalen Terry was the number 17 pick,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
But I think unlike Dalen Terry, who was so awkward, right, with the on like awkward in his movements with the ball, he just never had seemed to have control of it. Swain is slower in his decisiveness with the ball, but he's not
Mm,
awkward with it. He's not like it doesn't seem like he's about to fumble it out of bounds, right?
yeah.
So that's why I have a little bit more hope for him. But because this isn't our number one pick, right? Like
Hmm.
in most years, those really hurt. Those picks of
Yeah.
Chandler Hutchison and
Because they were our sole pick.
that was our guy. That was the highest, most talented guy we were going to bring in for the future. That was our only shot at it because we had nothing else. But
Mhm.
now we've got Caleb Wilson. We even have Noah Senge, who hasn't played a minute.
Yeah, that you can kind of consider that because he was a red shirt like rookie.
He's
So
nothing.
you're
Yeah.
essentially getting 3 first round
Bingo.
picks.
Yeah, we already have Modest. Now we've got Caleb. Then we've got Noah as well. So this number 15 pick to me is
Mhm.
not as vitally important important to nail. He doesn't have to make it.
Right.
So I'm okay taking a chance on like, hey, maybe this dude who's like really athletic, really long, and really good defensively can continue to show offensive improvement, and then we really have something, right?
Yeah.
So that's why I still liked Cam Carr a lot, but that's why I was kind of swinging towards Dalen Swain.
Okay, well, hey, listen, man, I'm perfectly okay with being wrong if it means that we got the best player in this draft.
Yeah, and again, I'm okay with taking a shot here, and that's why I switched my mind on it, is because I thought Cam Carr seems more likely to be the shooter that we want.
Whoa, hold up, we got the Grizzlies on the clock.
Yeah, we do. Bulls Grizzlies back to back again.
Oh, Bennett Sturts. Oh, I did not anticipate Bennett Sturts.
Man, so you think they're gonna get rid of Scottie Pippen Jr.? What are they gonna do here?
I don't know. Well, Bennett Sturts is more of a point guard, though.
Yeah, but aren't they? Isn't he like small? Isn't he like 6'3"?
He's 6'3". He's 6'3". But he kind of like reminds me of a TJ McConnell kind of guy, like someone that can run the offense for the second unit and then like shoot. He's probably the best shooter, if not the second best shooter, behind right there neck and neck with Christian Anderson.
Okay.
So I'm actually very surprised here.
I would really like, so this is the same thing I wanted in each of the last couple of drafts, is as you get in the teens and 20s, man, if you can find a value where like another team doesn't value that pick as much and you can trade into that for like a low cost, I would do that. Like if the Bulls can take on salary, you know, and maybe do like, you know, take on salary, give them our second rounder, and then get like a low first rounder. I would love another shot at another one of these guys in the 20s.
Oh, wait, hold up. We got some news here via Shams. Memphis is trading number 16 pick Bennett Sturts to the Oklahoma City Thunder for 2 second-round picks. So this is actually going to OKC, actually.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, very interesting indeed. So let's see. I'm going to update this because this is not.
And OKC is desperate for shooting, so now that makes more sense.
Which now it's kind of like I'm a little confused because they have the 17th pick coming up. And I was under the impression, I firmly believe that they might package those picks for like a higher pick to get a Damar. Obviously, they got their guy at 12, and then now they picked up Bennett Sturts, who I actually kind of like as like a guy to come off the bench and play for them and spell some minutes from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And now they kind of have answers for like some guard depth and some front court depth. And then they're back on the clock at 17. The rich just keep getting richer. I was under the impression.
Are they swapping these picks? I don't get like.
No.
Okay.
So the 16th pick is going to OKC, and OKC is sending 2 second-round picks to Memphis. So this makes no sense for me if I'm Memphis, because you're rebuilding this team. I'm thinking maybe.
Why are you?
Yeah, why are you giving up another first-round pick?
Yeah, that I don't get that.
Bakley says Sturts carried the Hawkeyes in the tournament. He did. He definitely did. I've turned the corner on Bennett Sturts. I wasn't really too high on him, but through this draft process, doing my due diligence and my homework, I've really liked him as a guy. TJ McCollum's a good guy. What's the dude off the bench in Boston? I'm trying to blank on his name.
Sorry, you mean Pritchard?
Peyton Pritchard. Yeah, he reminds me of a Peyton Pritchard type of dude.
Sorry, I'm trying to promo the show here. I forgot. I was so late getting out of work. I didn't get a chance to like repost this anywhere.
No, you good.
Man, I always get co-opted, bro. Jason Pat, Bulls J on Blue Sky, just posted a minute ago. Can the Bulls hire Peter Patton back? That's my fucking bit. I did that 10 minutes ago, man. Man, what the hell?
You did. You very much did.
People keep stealing my bits, bro.
Man. Let's see. While you do that, I'm also gonna try to like.
I was so sure I was gonna be the first one to put this out in the world and it's gonna get to circulate, you know, among Bulls social media, but no.
All right. So that's crazy. Honestly, it's very crazy. I'm trying to figure out what OKC is doing here. Are they going to reship that Bennett Sturts pick? I don't know what they're doing. I don't, because you would think I came into this thing thinking that they were going to get rid of first round picks package them together to get a higher pick and get a higher prospect, like a Braden Burris, like in the Damara or a Yaxel Lindenberg. They still end up getting the Damara. Now they got Bennett Sturts, and they're still back on the clock. And then you have to figure out what you're going to do with Lou Dort and Isaiah Hartenstein. And I don't.
Who just proposed that Lou Dort trade? Who was that? Who was proposing?
That was Bakley. That was Bakley.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So yeah, Bakley. Like
but
that.
The Lakers though, and then
No,
just
I don't. I
mean,
mean, I see why I understand the selection because the Lakers to try to put more of a competitive roster around Luka right now. I mean, they badly needed that defensive, upgrade.
Yeah.
So it makes sense, and the Thunder need to like kind of trim salary a little bit, and
my whole thing is that this doesn't work financially speaking because there's no salary going back to OKC, and if you're
maybe the Lakers have an exception of some sort. I haven't checked it.
They don't.
Yeah. Oh well, then
they don't. So like, unless they ship out some player or they don't bring back Austin Reeves and LeBron James and
bro, are people listening to this fucking stream? There's like all of Bulls Blue Sky is asking, is Peter Patton coming back? I swear to God.
Oh man,
what is going on?
I don't know, man.
Great minds think alike, man. But no, this is literally the thought I had of when I'm like when I thought about the Bulls drafting this combination of players, Caleb Wilson and Dalen Swain, is they need to get Peter Patton back to teach these guys how to shoot because that was working out great.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh man. Honestly,
we must be more popular than I thought on fans. That's what I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
Everyone's watching the stream and I'm posting this thought as their own.
Yeah, they're just secretly tapping in. I see Bull Central, a YouTuber, quote tweet the Memphis Grizzlies trade.
No, Michael Pena of the Ringer just said with a question. They traded the 16th pick for 2 second-round picks. Like what? So
I'm also very curious. But like Bull Central, he says
no. Shams cleared it up. They moved down a spot and got 2 seconds. Okay. That makes more sense, bro.
Wait, Memphis will draft 17 now.
Yes,
OKC,
they moved down
so
one.
The Grizzlies get 2 second-round picks and swap. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
OKC's just dumping some of their extra like hundreds of picks because they're like, I don't know what to do. Here, why don't you take 2 of them?
So
and like
Bennett Sturts is still the
Thunder.
going to OKC.
Yeah.
But now the 17th pick is going to be Memphis.
Yeah.
Okay, so that makes
again,
more
like
sense.
I said, OKC literally doesn't know what to do with all these fucking picks. They're like, here, we can't even put these players in our roster. Memphis, give us the 16th. You take the 17th and take 2 picks. They probably weren't even going to pick whoever like. They probably weren't even going to pick Bennett Sturts. Memphis.
No.
But
if I'm them,
yeah.
I think the guys here is LeBaron Philon or Cameron Carr.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about the trade. Like, I don't think at 16, like, I don't think OKC needed to make this trade, is what I'm saying.
No, I don't think
Memphis
so.
wasn't going to pick Bennett Sturts. You know what I'm saying?
No, they weren't.
It didn't make sense to me.
No, it doesn't.
So
actually, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. Ibuka Okore.
I know nothing about them. I know nothing about him.
He's probably the best one-on-one on-ball creator. He's small, so like defense is a concern. So that's kind of like the thing. He think Lou Williams type of guy. Think those kind of mold kind of players. Smaller guard that can create, get to the basket. He's probably the best guard in this draft that can get to the basket. And that's
that's cool because now I get that for Memphis a lot more because that's kind of like a upside play. Like, okay, maybe he'll be a 6-man scorer. That sounds like, or maybe he'll develop into like something more.
Yeah, but I don't know. Maybe it's favoritism, but I like LeBaron Philon so much. I'm surprised he's sliding this far.
Yeah, LeBaron Philon was talked about for a while as like a top 10 pick, wasn't he last year? Like a year ago.
Yeah,
like when he was projected out before the college season.
Yep, correct.
Sturts carried the Hawkeyes in the tournament. But again, I don't think he made sense for Memphis. So that's why that trade. I mean, OKC made the trade. I think he does make sense for OKC. It's just funny that this is what I meant. Again, I'm sorry. I'm going to bring it back to
hold on.
Much, yeah.
The number 7. That's not going to Memphis. That's going to Detroit.
What?
Another Grizzlies trade. Memphis is trading the number 17th pick to the Pistons to move back to 21st for 3 second-round picks.
So they're just accumulating seconds. Yeah, they're in the second. They're hoovering them up right now.
Okay, so Ibuki Okoro is actually going to be a Piston. Okay,
You
so
know what's hilarious is like everybody from Scoutland basically has been talking about how much the second round this year sucks because so many players went back to college for the NIL money. And Memphis is here just like, we don't care. We're just picking up all the seconds of the guys who would have normally been
Yeah.
like the end of the second round. I don't know. That's kind of weird. Or
Honestly,
even gone undrafted.
Honestly, I had Ben Sturts as the guy that I wanted the Pistons to take, actually, because I thought he added shooting, added more playmaking, which is like one of the things they sorely
needed that badly. Well, okay, let's talk some other stuff. So we'll do a draft catch up again in a minute, but man, I want to say like that's why with the Pistons, but they don't need like a rookie. A rookie's never really good. Like the best rookie, they don't ever contribute in a positive way. The like Derek Harper is like the exception, and even he wasn't like a net positive over on the whole season, but he managed to be one from many times in the playoffs. But that's like the best a rookie can do. So it's not like the Pistons are going to draft a rookie and he's going to bolster their offense for the playoffs this year. Like they need a vet. They need a trade. They need a creative trade.
That might still be out there for them because obviously the trade isn't finalized until till July 6th, so they can restructure and do some things. I keep it. I said it at the top of the stream. Keep an eye for Detroit as a potential Tyler Hero landing spot.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Tyler Hero makes sense there, but Tyler Hero still makes quite a bit of money. So it'd be a tough trade. I guess you'd be sending Tobias in that.
Well, Tobias is a free agent. So
yeah, that's right. His 2 years is up. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. It's they could bring him back on a longer term contract. But they definitely have some contracts that they can go ahead and give up. So obviously priority number one is bringing back Jalen Duren. That's number one. They have the contract of Duncan Robinson. Isaiah Stewart as well is another guy. They have Kevin Herter on the roster, Karis LeVert, Ron Holland. These are all guys that they can throw in there to.
Well, I'd say now that Milwaukee's not like contending, who's the sort of breakout guard that they had from last year, who's pretty decent this year finally?
I can't recall.
I'm forgetting his name. Yeah, they got some options they can flip around.
Yeah.
But I've been thinking because like there's a couple of teams who really could use like playmaking, shooting help, right? And it's contending teams, and it's like the Pistons and the Timberwolves, right? Those two teams really, really could use that. So you got to kind of like look around the league and see what's available out there for that. I mean, you could argue Houston too, depending. I mean, but Van Fleet should be back now. We'll see how.
Yeah, he definitely should be back from injury as well. So that's going to be interesting to see how that goes for sure with the Houston Rockets. But they gotta figure out the Kevin Durant situation because that shit just got messy with the whole burner phone situation.
It seems like they kind of forgot about it or moved beyond it or laughed it off.
I don't know, man. Maybe
it's kind of weird.
Hero is good friends with Duncan Robinson too, says Bakley.
Well, I mean,
Bakley, they might be traded for each other. Yeah. They might be traded.
Yeah, exactly. That'd be funny.
You might have to throw in Duncan Robinson to make the money work. But Duncan Robinson was good for them, like shooting wise, right? He was one of their only, like.
I mean, yeah, it just was. He just wasn't quite like what they needed, like what they lost with. Man, I'm forgetting everyone's name today. It's the end of a long day for me.
It's okay,
gambling
man.
Dude. Gambling dude. Yeah.
Gambling. KCP? Is it KCP?
No, man. No. Journeyman.
Hold on.
Was awesome. He was about to get like an $80 million contract with them, and then got caught up in the gambling investigation. I forget homeboy's name, but people know who I'm talking about.
Hold up, I'm gonna pull it up, man. Don't worry, I got you.
Yeah,
it's not Tim Hardaway.
No, Piston.
Yeah.
This year, or last year's Piston who didn't come back this year.
I don't see him here. Hold up.
Guys, I had 3 hours of sleep and then went to work at 6 a.m. So it is a long day, and I can't remember shit right now.
Karis LeVert?
No, bro. He's not. He wasn't on the team this year because he didn't get a contract because he was caught up in gambling investigation. Is the reason they had to get Duncan Robinson.
Oh, okay, right. Fuck. Why don't I see the roster for 2025?
So the Pistons get a Corey. The
Hold up. We got the Hornets.
yeah.
The Charlotte Hornets select Christian Anderson Jr. from Texas.
Oh, there we go. This is an interesting pick. More guard. A guard depth for them. They had probably the best, if not the second best shooter in this draft. Maybe someone that can play with LaMelo, or maybe someone in case for like to be LaMelo insurance in case he gets injured again.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking, honestly. Let me see. I'm still trying to figure out what player it was, man. Like, but I'm not getting anything. Let me
Oh my
see.
God, he's like the son of like an acting family. Why do I remember everything about this guy but his freaking name right now? I'm too
Dude,
tired to
have
even
you-
think about it.
have you-
I'm not even trying to actually remember it because I know my brain is not working. So it's not gonna work.
No worries, man. Let me see. I'm trying to like just look at the roster, but it's not coming up.
All right, I can find out for you. Since it's
I got it.
Oh man, Javante Green, get out of here, bro. Javante,
Malik Beasley.
thank you.
Oh God.
Yeah,
He said Javante Green. Get out of here, Beasley.
Javante Green.
There's 5 Javantes out there. That's why he was so good at
All
gambling.
5 of them together is not what the Detroit Pistons need, bro. I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
Yeah, the Hornets getting Hans Steinbach,
And Christian Anderson. They're adding shooting. They're adding shooting for sure.
That's what they need.
Yeah. I'm just very interested with the fit of Christian Anderson. I thought he would be maybe the Memphis Grizzlies selection, maybe a Detroit Pistons selection, or even the Toronto Raptors with the next selection here. Baker's like, I tried. Okay, so because the Raptors are about to be on the clock, I brought this up earlier for the guys in the Wallop Media. Kyle, Rylan was here. Kyle couldn't make it.
Yeah.
Rylan might stop back in. He's recording other content.
Cool.
Yeah.
That'd
So
cool.
This is who I have here, and based off of who have been drafted already, Heinz Steinbach is gone, Dalen Swain is gone, Ibuka Okoro is gone, and so is Bennett Sturz. So the only 2 guys that I'm looking at is Kareem Lopez and Jaden Quaidens. They do need some help at center because Jakob Poeltl is not gonna cut it anymore. Yeah, and then Kareem Lopez would be an interesting guy. Like, do you think that he can play with a Scotty Barnes and be that front court duo? It's gonna take some development, but they definitely need more
not just
shooting.
Scotty Barnes. He kind of has to fit in next to oh my God, I forgot everyone's name. I'm too tired, man. It's been
No worries, it's okay. Don't worry about it.
Last year's draft pick, bro. 3 names.
Man, I can't even remember. I don't keep up.
It sounds like one of the rap groups if you shorten the names. CMB, Cash Money Boys. Well, who would that be? CMB, Toronto Raptors.
Couldn't tell you, man.
Damn.
You're gonna have to Google that one for sure. I'm not gonna Google that one.
Oh man.
Okay, so the Raptors are on the clock. Here's who would you take if you're Toronto?
I have no idea, bro. I can't remember who's on the roster now. I can't name the guy who I was freaking thinking of a minute ago.
Wait, you said he was their rookie last year?
Yeah.
Okay, let me look that up for you.
Colin Murray Boyles. I told you, CMB, man. Murray. Cash Money Boys. Colin Murray Boyles. CMB. Make you drop it like it's hot, bro.
Look, Bagley. He got one.
Thank you, Bagley.
He's 50-50. You know,
he did play well. That's why that's why I mean, like, you got to kind of fit him. I would think if you're thinking about roster construction, then you want somebody fitting with Barnes and CMB, right?
Yeah.
Well, but again, I mean, if you think someone's an overall talent,
better player,
like, yeah.
So my whole thing here is that I think you go best player available regardless, and I think one of their issues is Emmanuel Quickly isn't your answer at point guard, and he's still on the board. He's my best player available, and that's LeBaron Fialon from Alabama. He's he's the 3rd guy that I would have wanted for Chicago if they didn't go Swain or Cameron Carr. Heck, Cameron Carr is still there. They can go Cameron Carr, but they have a lot of
the Bulls need to trade into the 20s, man, and grab Cameron Carr at this discount.
Honestly, Honestly, yes. If there's anything if there's anything you could do right now, trade up.
Take on a contract that dude. Take on instead of getting. By the way, we'll talk about this now. I like. Okay, yes, getting Nick Claxton for free is probably not bad. Like that's pretty good.
Mhm.
But like, I would rather take on like a contract that requires the team to give you a pick with it. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
Like Dante from Minnesota. If you're taking on something in that Minnesota whatever construction,
Hmm.
take Dante DiVincenzo. He's not going to play this year because he's got a torn, Achilles. So
Hmm.
take that contract and take money off the books. Take where did in that Orlando, where did KCP end up? Oh, he's in Memphis. They're not going to pay to get
Yeah.
off of him.
No.
They'll buy him out. But like, yeah, if let's say they routed him in a trade somewhere and that team wanted to just get him
Hmm.
off the books or whatever, take contracts like that. Take the KCP contract. Take the
There's
Dante
so many good
DiVincenzo.
players still.
Take
If you
maybe who just got overpaid in Miami, uh Jovic. You
Nikola
know,
Jovic.
yeah, who
I'm
they
surprised
spent
he was.
salad on.
I'm surprised he wasn't included in the trade. Damn,
Well,
Cameron Carr
because
is still
Milwaukee doesn't want
balling.
that money on their
Oh
books.
no, that's not Cameron Carr. That's LeBaron Philo.
Yeah. Because Milwaukee doesn't want that money on their books.
No.
So that's what I would say. Now, Miami in that deal held on to their more close picks and
Yeah.
swaps because Milwaukee wanted the ones further out because they have a higher chance of being
Hmm.
higher picks,
Hmm.
right?
That's true.
So, and now we're finally talking about the big deal that I pretended didn't happen and did happen, and that's Giannis, obviously.
Listen,
Yeah,
Minnesota.
yeah,
You like second round picks? We have plenty. Can we
yeah.
have that 21st pick? We will give you our 38th pick and like 5 second rounders.
And you have a luxury tax concern, right? That's why you just traded Randall in that
Yeah.
deal. Guess what costs very little money? Second
Well,
round rookie
that was
contract.
Memphis. We're talking Memphis.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they selected Alan Graves from Santa Clara.
That's cool, actually. That's a good pick, man.
That's not bad. I kind of like
That's
that.
a good pick.
Wow, LeBaron Philo is falling. I
So
really
is
want
Cameron
LeBaron
Carr, bro. Time to trade in the 20s and grab that pick. Grab Cameron Carr.
Please, go get.
This is what I wanted the Bulls to do last year when Yakushonis fell so far.
Yes.
Remember when he fell to 21 to the Heat? I was like, bro.
And
I
now
remember
he's
he's being mocked at 11 when the Bulls were picking, and then like he fell all the way to 21. I was like, bro, trade it.
Man,
trade into that. And that's what I wanted. That's what I wanted to do with Brunson, the Brunson pick. When Brunson was falling, I was losing my fucking mind that he was falling like out of the first round into the second. I'm like, please just pick up like people sell second round picks for cash. Just fucking buy one and draft this dude.
Dude, I remember you. I think that was our second draft hangout watch along.
Yeah. First, it was the second one, I think. Yeah.
Oh man,
I was losing it, bro. You remember that, right? Like I was
normally I just hang around until the first round, or I hang around until the Bulls' second round pick.
Right,
the Bulls had already made their selection. And you're just like, I'm just waiting for Jalen Brunson, and I stuck around till Jalen Brunson got picked, and I'm glad I did. I have that fun story.
It's crazy that became like this like pivotal like memory kind of because of what he became. I was not predicting that. That's for sure.
Hey, listen, man, you were on the ground floor with
Jalen I was losing it. I was like, this guy's like a really good fucking point guard. How is he not being picked? I really didn't understand the Bulls not picking up. They needed a point guard so fucking badly.
They did. So here's the thing. I thought Alan Graves would have been the selection for San Antonio here at 20. They could still go Kareem Lopez. They can go LeBaron Philo, but I don't think they go LeBaron Philo, honestly. They had the issue with the 3 guards.
I think they got plenty of guards, unless they plan to maybe flip someone 1 or 2.
Yeah, I don't think so. Do you take Cameron Carr here? Do you need that athletic 2-way wing, or do you go with Chris Nat, like for more front court help?
That's what I was gonna say. I would, but I think they're gonna go for the power forward kind of shot.
I think Chris Nat is someone that I can see play next to Wemby or even give Wemby.
And remember, they're very young. They don't need Chris Nat or anyone they draft here to be good next year, right?
That's true.
They want him long term.
Yeah,
they can take their time. They can plug in a stopgap thing for next year, and then have their pick that they pick right now be a long-term development project. Because Wemby is in his like 3rd season, going to be his 4th. Derek Harper just finished his rookie season, so they don't need a guy who has to be good next year. They can afford to take a swing on a guy who'll be good 3, 4, 5 years down the road. It's fine.
Yeah, I think it's someone that could actually help them right now too. Like it's like it's like a future selection if they go with Kristen Knapp, but I think Alan Grace would have been perfect too. Alan Grace, I think, would have been perfect because he kind of like goes into that front court wing, like 3, 4.
Dude, the Hawks got Kingston Flemings.
Yeah,
that's
dude.
a really good pick. That's a really good pick.
Yes.
Holy shit, man. Damn.
Okay,
that's too good for them. That sucks.
a little too good for them.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so Kingston Flemings goes to Atlanta, and then from there, like I said, Morris Johnson Jr. went to Dallas. I think
from there it's almost chalk because like it's hilarious that like everybody we thought went to where we thought they would. Like
almost
everyone. Like Ademara went to the Thunder. Yaxel Landenberg went to the Warriors like we thought.
Mm-hmm.
And then Nate Ament went next at 13, whether it was Miami or Milwaukee. We had predicted him at 13, which is pretty funny. Even Dalen Swain, bro. Even the Bulls picking Dalen Swain.
That was your pick. That was your pick, man.
That was great.
I think in our mock we officially had Cameron Carr there.
We did.
That's kind of been like the consensus, dude.
Because I thought I was making like a long shot play with Dalen Swain.
Yeah.
Like I really thought I thought they would go with Carr. I thought I was going like, here's kind of like, let me throw in a wrench, like, and be like, I think maybe this guy.
Mm-hmm.
I really thought they were going to go with Cameron Carr, or like you said with the big like Steinbach.
Dude,
so it's kind of funny.
Cameron Carr is still in there.
I know.
Call Memphis. They have Detroit's 21st pick. Please get this. Because you know what? I think Detroit's also trying to save money because they know they're going to be cap stricken because of Duran. Yeah.
Oh, that's another thing. So I don't mind. Like, okay, did I want Duran? Not particularly, but the Pistons are in the Bulls division. They play them several times a year. They're in their conference. They're long-term rivals, right? I would have offered Duran a contract that would make the Pistons have to match, but like really with like some like, revulsion in the back of their throat to make them pay up and regret a contract down the line. And even if they didn't match, we as the Bulls would have enough runway before we're actually good and that matters, that it doesn't matter. We can pay him right now. We need a center. We could see if he develops into that. And when there's less money, less years left, we could also trade him at the end.
That's true. That's very true. I think that might have been the game plan, but then I think
Nick Claxton just
kind of fell into.
They basically called him up and they're like, "Hey, you want Nick Claxton?" And they're like, "No, we're not giving you anything for Nick Claxton." They're like, "No, you could just have him." They're like, shit, but yeah, okay.
Dude, it feels good. I said that yesterday because I was working with Chingon Deportes yesterday, and when the news broke and stuff, and I'm just like, honestly, it just feels good to actually come away with something positive without giving anything away.
Without overpaying or being like, oh no, why did we give that up? All we gave up was cap space, which is like useful, but
also too, like, listen. Average of 25 mil per year, but it's actually a descending contract. He's actually making 23 and change this season, and he's going to be making like 21 next season.
Yeah, that's like the old Kirk Heinrich contract from way back in the
exactly.
day.
So I love that for the Bulls as well. That's a really good value there, and honestly, way cheaper than you would have paid. It would have gotten.
No, you would have to pay 25 to 30 to get.
Yeah, Walker Kessler.
Dude, apparently Kessler turned his nose up at 28 mil a year from the Jazz, which is ridiculous. I'm like, that's a great contract. You should be happy with that.
I don't know, man. Like, I would have loved Walker Kessler. I really like.
I would have too, but at 30 mil, I don't know. If he's like turning his nose up at 28,
Hey, apparently that trade helped alleviate some cap space for the Timberwolves, and they gave Ayo Dosunmu a 5-year.
No, good for Ayo, man. Congrats, Ayo Dosunmu.
Selfishly, I wanted him back. I wanted him back.
Me too.
Yeah.
I was like, maybe they get him back, but you know what? Good for Ayo, man. He's on a championship contender, and he got paid. Well, I guess maybe just a playoff contender now.
Yeah.
And he got paid. But good for him. I'm happy for him.
They have to do something else because Oh wait, hold up. We got the pick number 20. Who is San Antonio taking? I got Kristen Nat. That's my prediction.
That would make a lot of sense. Oh, Quentin.
Oh. Okay.
The same idea though.
Same idea, yeah. I thought he'd be falling. I honestly, I like in my latest like internal personal mock draft,
Hmm.
I had him falling to 25 to the Lakers. That's how much
Sorry
I
if you
thought.
guys heard me
Yeah,
gulping down my water on air. I
no,
was
are you
thirsty.
good?
Yeah.
But honestly, this makes sense because, like you said, they're still a young team. They don't really. This could be like the future. Like he could play next to Wemby if they
Yeah,
wanted
that's
to.
the idea. Like I said, you want to take a shot at some pieces long term. Like you don't need them to be contributing roster players in the playoffs next year. You can, if you believe in them long term, you can draft them and have
Yeah.
them be a fit. Like you got the long term guard depth worked out. You got your long term center worked out.
Hmm.
So yeah, getting a power forward and kind of bigger wings is the priority right now.
Yeah. Okay, so next up on the clock, 21st overall, this is actually the Pistons. They're going to be making this. Actually, no, this is the Grizzlies. Matter of fact, actually, this is the Grizzlies pick. So, who will they add? They can honestly add a Kareem Lopez. He's still there. Take for the life of God, take a LeBaron Philon Jr.
It's
Take,
funny. So yeah, this is because they traded their pick. They then flipped to Detroit. They picked their pick went to OKC. The pick they
mhm.
get from OKC went to Detroit.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
So now this was Detroit's pick that they're getting,
yeah,
right? Okay.
correct. Yeah, and they got 5 second rounders in the span of like 20 minutes.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
Bagley. Like yeah, no, that's good. I'm glad. 'Cause I was a great delight to have on the team,
yeah,
man.
no, he's perfect.
He's such
He,
a great person and personality and person on the team. He's awesome for the fans. He
mhm,
gives a good like jolt of energy. He's got that sort of like combo guard, whether you can play a little bit of point, play a little bit of slashing, shooting guard, play
yeah,
some defense. Just a good all around player.
yeah, for sure. Uh, I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick, so I'm gonna
Yeah,
leave
go
you
for it.
alone for like a little bit. So I'll be right back.
I'll vamp. I'll vamp on something.
All
I'll
right.
react to whatever I'm seeing.
All right, sounds good, man. In the meantime, why don't you recap everything you missed, maybe?
Yeah, I'll look at that. You know what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to remember that I actually did have point guard options that I wanted in trades for Detroit and Minnesota, and my like 12-hour workday combined with like 3 hours of sleep last night has left my brain non-functional on that note. So apologies for not being able to quite recall what I was going to propose. Maybe I'll do it when we do if we do a second round two live stream. But yeah, let's see. I talked about DeBonsa already going one. It kind of chalk in the way that our mock went also with Peterson two, Cam Boozer going to the Grizzlies. Exactly what we expected. Vince and I mocked out Caleb Wilson to the Bulls, Keaton Wagler to the Clippers, and I think the only real turn we had is because we had Acuff, is Flemings, the Hawks taking Flemings and Morez Johnson, then going to the Mavericks at 9. Braden Burries. The Bucks are going to be interesting. It's funny that Jalen Brown, that proposed deal from the Celtics, because Jalen Brown, the package that the Bucks got from the Heat for Giannis is not very spectacular. I mean, they've got a whole collection of spare parts, some shots at like maybe some decent talent, but really nothing that's like top end rotation talent. It's going to be like, middle of the rotation guys basically that they're picking up in this trade, and kind of an overpaid shooter in Tyler Hero who they have no use for, and maybe they can get something more for flipping him, but even the picks they are getting Miami's picks further out. I guess in the hopes that Pat Riley will age out of his role and maybe leave a more incompetent front office in place by that point. But B, that Giannis will also age out, and so will Bam, and at that point, perhaps the Heat will not be in position to make the playoffs anymore, and maybe turn over some more premium picks, because the picks they did get from Miami are unprotected, but they're like 2030, 2031, 2032 pick and pick swaps. Um, so it's not like they can begin their rebuild anytime soon. Their own picks are gone in those deals to the Pelicans and in the deal they made to get Damian Lillard. So their upcoming picks are with I believe New Orleans and Portland. So tanking, tanking all the way to the bottom wouldn't help. Lottery reform means being a bottom 3 team leaves them with worse odds of getting a top pick. But if they don't have their own pick at all, it doesn't matter what they turn over. So it doesn't matter to the Bucks how bad their roster is or how good their roster is, honestly. I think if Boston was offering Jaylen Brown, I think that you could then flip him maybe to Portland for your own picks back, or to a, say, up and coming team like Detroit, or to a Houston, or there's a number of places that Jaylen Brown I think would help a playoff level team become a contender, or at least fool themselves into thinking they're a contender, and get like a bigger haul. So you would have gotten, sending Giannis to Boston, you would have gotten that pick swap from Boston. You would have also maybe been able to get several more things. I don't know. It's a tough call. It's like, it's not, because nothing was guaranteed with them if they did go with the Jaylen Brown route. And yet what they got from Miami is kind of just a platter of okay. I mean, I like some of the shots they got, but it's, again, they're like middle of the rotation guys. I guess it remains to be seen if they can flip Hero. Hero gets paid a lot of money, man. So I don't know. They might have to flip him and take on a much worse contract in return. But let me pause my little soliloquy on the Bucks there to see who the Pistons pick. There we go. Kareem Lopez off the board to the Pistons. I mean, I almost wonder if that's kind of like a long-term, like, replacement idea in case they need to make a trade with, Jesus Christ, dude, I can't operate at all. With their level, with the twin they have left from the twin combo in Houston and Detroit. Brother, I can't remember anything. What are the names of the twins in one in Houston, one in Detroit?
Amen Thompson, Asar Thompson.
Thank you, Asar. So I was thinking Kareem Lopez. Is this almost like a long-term, like them seeing Asar Thompson, that maybe he's not?
Remember, this isn't actually Detroit. This is Memphis.
Oh my God, dude! I totally forgot.
Yeah. So we're gonna.
Well, for Memphis, what do you think of? I mean, then he's backing up Boozer and Zach Edey. That's
he's more of a 3-4.
Did you know he recently started learning to play the harmonica? What the fuck is this nonsense they put on the screen, bro?
I don't fucking know, man. But honestly, I'm just very happy for him. First Mexican-born player to go in the first round.
Really?
Yeah, actually born in Mexico.
Okay.
Eduardo Nájera.
Oh yeah, he's a second rounder, right?
Yeah.
Nájera?
Yeah. And then you look at Jaime Jaquez, wasn't actually born in Mexico. He's actually he's just American. A Mexican citizen. No, he's not American.
Oh, really?
He's just straight up Mexican. He was born in Mexico, played ball in Mexico because
I'm talking about Jaquez.
Jaquez, yes. He's a US born Mexican.
Okay, so he's like, he's one of us. Like he was born, he's an American.
Well, he's still one of us. He's both of us. We shared custody.
Mexican American, yeah.
Yeah, Mexican American.
But okay, Kareem Lopez was born in Mexico. That's cool, man.
Yeah.
So I guess and Devin Booker had like he wasn't born in Mexico. His mom was Mexican, right?
Yeah. So they have Mexican descent, or they have Mexican lineage. So this is actually pretty big. Like I'm mad that I came in just like seconds. Like I was walking through the doorway when I heard Adam Silver say Kareem Lopez. Yeah. So he's going to Memphis. It's exciting.
Well, forget about my Asar Thompson slander then.
Yeah.
But I do think that's going to be a thing, long term, that they may have to consider.
Yeah, for sure. They might have to, honestly. But going to Memphis.
Why are the hats bejeweled this year? What is going on?
I don't know, man.
What are they doing, man?
I don't know what they're doing. They have pin. It's not horrible, but
I think it's pretty bad, dude. Like that's.
I mean, okay. Let me ask you this: have all the hats been bejeweled, or is it just?
I only just noticed this. So
me too.
Maybe I haven't been looking.
Yeah,
he's 100% Jesus, bro. That's good for him.
I love it.
His jacket is pretty dope. I love the Mexican flag there. Hanging out there.
This is really cool. Honestly, it's very exciting, especially with everything going on. It's good to see have some representation in the league. Honestly, growing up as a basketball fan, being Mexican, you don't really see a lot of that representation in the league, and you kind of hope for that. Like we had Eduardo Nájera, like we mentioned, and then Devin Booker, but it's like Yes, but no. And then like, we had Jaime Jaquez 2 years ago. Yeah, was it 2 years ago? I believe so. And then now Kareem Lopez this year. It's just very exciting. Selfishly, I kind of wanted. I was like, hey, let Milwaukee draft him at 13, and then have both the Mexican kids be like an hour and a half away from me, so I can drive and see them.
That's funny.
That'd be fun to see. But
gotta spread him out through the league a little bit, man.
he's yeah. I'm okay with that. Honestly, he could play at the 3 with a Cameron Boozer. Honestly,
Yeah.
and can play off the bench.
See, I
at the
like
4.
that selection a lot more for them than these small guards that because like size, versatility on the wings, they're doing a full rebuild, man. That's what
Yeah.
I would want to rebuild with.
Yeah,
Skill,
he has
size,
potential. He has
versatility at the
potential for
wings.
sure. He
Yeah.
definitely has potential. My only thing with Kareem Lopez that he does a little bit of everything, but he doesn't do anything he doesn't excel anything. That's kind of like my whole caution with him.
So I saw his parents. They're pretty clearly Mexican. What's up with this Kareem thing, bro? How y'all stealing Muslim names? What's going on here? Is this common? Y'all already got the Omar shit stolen, man. So that must be some back in the day. Fucking
Listen.
must have come from the Spanish.
I'm not sure where it's coming from. Yeah. His dad is a basketball fanatic, or maybe he's like
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Yeah, maybe he's a Kareem. Maybe he's a Lakers fan. Well,
Yeah.
Here's the thing: Kareem Lopez did say his favorite player was LeBron. So I'm assuming. Listen, a lot of Mexicans either they're mostly like Chicago Bulls fans, or they're like LA Lakers fans.
Yeah.
Like
I would think
a majority of Mexicans are Lakers fans.
Yeah, I would think they'd be mostly Lakers fans.
So hey, maybe that makes sense. Actually, let's see.
They really should. They would have been Mavericks fans had the Mavericks kept Luka. Luka speaking that flawless Spanish, bro, down in Mexico City in that game. That was dope.
Yep. That was great, honestly. Yeah. So 22nd pick here. I had Dalen Swain mocked to the 76ers at 22, but he's gone now. Who
was he picked by again? Oh, that's right. The team I said would pick him. Yeah, that's right. Okay, that's cool.
Cameron Carr, I think, would be interesting.
Well, yeah, they do. I mean, I so want to make that joke I made in the mock again, but like, I'll leave it.
Make your joke, man. Make your joke.
I've been banging this drum too often. It's like the Bulls drum, man. I just got to keep hammering this point. I've hammered the nail straight through the wood now. I've been hammering it so hard. But yeah, I mean, they could use a guy who's who's a good shooter, who can maybe handle the ball a little bit and bring some personality to the locker room, and maybe have a good TikTok following. Someone with some life and energy to bring up that dour personalities of like the guys who can get kind of down like Embiid and whatnot, and bring in the bouncy, paint his nails and shit, and come in and be like, "Yo, what's up?" Is there a guy like that out there, Vince? I don't know.
Your guess is as good as mine, man. Bakley says, "Don't screw this up." He is a 76ers fan, so let's see who they.
If he's a 76ers fan, maybe he can think of someone. There is someone like that, right? I mean, I think there's someone they can draft like that, maybe.
Wow.
Well, they got your guy.
Oh yeah. Interesting fit. Do you think he fits with Maxey?
I mean, no, but the last guard they picked didn't fit with Maxey either. But he turned out to be a hit, and then they needlessly sent him away. So maybe they're trying to like replay those hits.
Maybe, maybe that might be the case.
They're like, didn't we draft a guard who didn't fit at all with Maxey last year, and then everybody loved him? If we do that again, they'll love us again. So like that's the idea here.
Possibly that could be the thing. But Bakley, what do you think, LeBaron Philon? I like LeBaron Philon. He feels more like a point guard to me, like a lead guard. And then you have Tyrese Maxey, like unless
Bagley, is this gonna make the people forgive them for Jared McCain? That's the real question. That's why they're drafting him. They want forgiveness. Is this absolution? Will you grant them absolution?
It very well could be. I'm still surprised the Spurs took Jaden.
You know what's hilarious? I'm watching him here. Mm-hmm. He plays a lot like Jared McCain. What the fuck?
Oh man,
bro! Honestly, bro, look at those. He plays like Jared McCain. Look at him.
Yeah.
They literally did what I suggested. They drafted Jared McCain. That's awesome.
Well, what's Bakley saying here? Let's see. Guard heavy team. Yeah. Guard heavy team for sure. Well, hey,
So they traded Jared McCain
yeah,
in return for sort of Jared McCain. So hopefully LeBaron Finland can be as good as Jared McCain was, because that's who they traded him for, basically.
yeah. I
It's
guess
very infuriating that they made that deal
okay. The
on a
hats are
team that was clearly,
bejeweled. They're all bedazzled.
yeah, they are.
Mhm.
On a team that was clearly going to the playoffs, and at the very least to play in, and they didn't add anything to help that team, and in fact traded the player who was potentially going to help that team off of that team. Just again, and Maury took the bullet for this. They got it was the hot dog guy meme. Yeah, he played awesome before his injury, and he was just still coming back. And Nick Nurse, I would have rather fired Nick Nurse than traded Jared McCain because the guy wasn't playing him.
Yeah,
I would have fired Nick Nurse that week one. You know how I wanted the Bulls to rehire AK so they could fire him after Io scored those 45 points for the Timberwolves?
Mhm.
Like that's what the Sixers should have done. Is they should have waited and forget about Maury. They should have fired Nick Nurse like that week one of the playoffs when Jared McCain was playing closing minutes for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
yeah.
They should have immediately fired him like during the fourth quarter of one of those
And then
games.
he sent them to the Thunder of all teams, bro. Like, stop. Why
Yeah,
are
man.
teams so inclined to help
Bro, the
Thunder,
Bulls, the Sixers, what they're just giving shit to the Thunder. Look at the
Stop.
Thunder. They literally gave 2 second-round picks to Memphis because they didn't know what the fuck to do with them. They literally that's why they gave them those picks. And the Bulls couldn't get any of those. They traded multiple players to them. Like, yeah. I'm so glad those guys are gone, but the hatred is going to live on in my heart for a
Yeah.
long time.
Dude, we're at the 23rd pick. Camera car is still on the board. Can we
Bro,
please
trade
the
into
first
this.
round?
Trade into this. Relieve these teams. New York is very, very financially burdened. Relieve some of these teams of some financial burden in some way. I don't know how, but just fucking do it. You know what the Knicks would really be able to use? A second round salary slot instead of a first round salary slot. Give them 5 fucking second round picks. I don't care. But get that 24th pick from them, man.
Yeah, honestly. Oh my god. It's like it's the Hawks, the Knicks, and the Lakers. I don't think the Hawks trade this unless we
I'm
give
trying
them
to think of the contracts on the Hawks right now.
No, they're pretty set. They don't have any financial burden right now.
Yeah, I can't think of much. They even brought CJ back on a reasonable, 2-year deal.
No, I thought it was a 1-year deal.
1-year deal. No, you're right. They overpaid him a little bit to get him for 1. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was over 10 mil or something.
I thought it was 20.
Let me see. It's Googleable.
Wait, why did Hulu run an ad for the Bear? Is there a new season of the Bear out? What?
I don't know, man.
Am I missing the Bear? Chat, am I missing the Bear?
You might be.
The new season of the Bear.
You might be. Oh yeah, it was a 1-year, $21 million.
Yeah, 21. Okay.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Let's see what Bakley's saying. Because it says I never wanted to trade him.
I saw that a while ago. Sorry, Vince. I was responding directly to that comment earlier. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah, that's why I said he played well before his injury. I was looking at Bakley's comment. I didn't highlight it. I just started talking about it.
No, you're good. Okay, so Atlanta here, they need front court depth. They got that point guard. Again, camera cars there. I'm tempted to take them, but they have a lot of wings. They can go Henry Vassar here from North Carolina.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Or they can Kristen Knott
from North. There. So sorry, I already did that.
From North Carolina.
6'9" forward. You know what I would have done? The Bulls need to be more they're a major organization, with huge resources. Mm-hmm. They should have bribed and taken over the audio system there and literally done that for the pick. As Adam Silver walked up to announce it, just fucking take it over the PA and dim the lights, play the fucking music and be from North Carolina. Just have him walk out.
No, definitely. I agree. So my question here is, how far does camera car fall now? If you had to guess,
I would guess he falls to the point that the Bulls can trade into and then pick him.
Because here's a couple teams.
Who else is left that off of our like higher draft board? I mean,
okay, so we still got Chris Knott. We got Isaiah Evans from Duke, Koa P, Cameron Carr, Malik Thomas, Henry Vassar, Amari Allen. We're cutting it close. He's not going to be selected, but I'm eyeing Alex Caravan from UConn for that 38th pick if the Bulls don't move up to the first round. Hold up, we got the Hawks. This might be Cameron Carr.
For the Bulls' 38th pick. Here, let's see.
2026 NBA draft, the Atlanta Hawks select Zuby Ejiofor.
Hey, okay, Zuby Ejiofor. I mean, this is around the area that he was mocked at.
Yeah. He was projected to be early 20s, late first round for sure. Zuby Ejiofor. So they got that. He's more of a small ball center, but he still can hold his own. They got a guy to play behind Onyeka Okongwu. I don't know if he's what.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird fit.
Yeah, 2 small ball centers. Mm-hmm. Unless you think you can play them together at some point, which I don't think you can. I don't know. I don't know, man. I got nothing for this.
I'm gonna go back to the Sixers because I got a lot of Sixers kind of social media intertwining. A lot of people, Derek Bodner, for PHLY was actually said he had said that Phylon would be a great selection if he was there.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people are talking about actually Jared McCain for LeBaron Phylon plus 3 future second round picks. Maybe not that bad, So I hope LeBaron Phylon is as good as Jared McCain was. But
okay,
wow.
Wait, what? What is this? New York is traded number 24 to the Los Angeles Lakers for number 25.
God damn it! I was hoping you were going to send that sentence differently, Vince.
Okay, so the Lakers are actually on the clock at 24 now.
I was hoping you were going to end that sentence differently.
I'm so sorry, man. I am sorry. Let's see here.
Yeah, again, Brian Toporek. He's a solid Sixers follow.
Okay.
Bleacher Report guy saying that the Sixers trading Jared McCain for another 6'4", 6'3" guard is an admittedly solid bid. Yeah, totally. Which is what I said. They traded him. That's exactly what I said in the picture. I'm like, I'm looking at him play, and I'm like, they just drafted another Jared McCain. It's basically exactly what they did. So,
okay, so I'm curious here. What's the logic in swapping 24 with 25 if you're the Lakers and the Knicks?
I mean,
like, does it change anything for you?
No, the Lakers thought the Knicks were going to pick who they wanted. I know for the Knicks, it's actually beneficial because it's a slightly lower salary. Again, now they're in salary cap hell. So that's why I want to That's why I want to get their pick, because if you give them a little bit extra, say in future years, in terms of seconds, and say, look, you can drop that guaranteed first round salary down to that lower second round salary. We'll give you a bunch of seconds. We'll take that first round salary slot will be even cheaper. It'll become a second round salary slot, and we'll throw in enough seconds to make it worth your while. Obviously, they're not going to do it just to cut money, right? But
maybe the Lakers can give up that 24. Okay, because here's my whole thing.
Yeah.
Do the Lakers really like Cameron Carr? Is that why they're moving up and are afraid that New York might select them?
I mean, they could definitely use shoot. I mean, what do you put around Luka? What do you put around LeBron? The same goddamn thing, shooting. And the Lakers have not really done that. I mean, despite the fact that Rui Hachimura was like shooting like prime Steph Curry in the playoffs, but still.
Oh man, this is interesting. So Randall said he's going to join us in a little bit. He just needs to smoke. I'm sure you can relate. Yes. But he doesn't know. You can smoke on the show here. Like I encourage it.
Hop on, buddy. Hop on.
I can't wait to talk to him about his Raptors though. Taking Allen Graves, I think he's a good fit. It's interesting because they have a lot of wings there. They got RJ Barrett, they got Brandon Ingram, Scotty Barnes. Dick Grady. They have a lot of wings. I feel like they always draft wings the last couple of years. Am I wrong here? Like I could have sworn they could have used LeBaron Philon. At 19, he fell to them. I would have taken LeBaron Philon. Like he's gonna be the dude that either I'm gonna be so wrong about that everybody's like, damn, Vince, I don't know what the fuck you were smoking about LeBaron Philon. There's a reason he fell. Or everybody's gonna be like you with Brunson. I was like, you shouldn't have let him slide. We're gonna be talking about how
I think
so many.
Phylon is a good pick, like at that spot for the
I
Sixers.
just don't like his fit in Philadelphia.
I get it. Just judging basically purely off of the fact that Jared McCain seemed to be a good fit, that if he is also Jared McCain, then maybe it is a good fit.
It could be, especially so maybe
it doesn't make sense, but
Yeah.
McCain initially didn't make sense in that roster, and I thought he was actually a really great fit. And despite being small, I thought like he brought this sort of change of pace, change of energy, and this infectious personality and kind of the shooting, a way of moving around without the ball that just other Sixers just frankly did not have, not have. And
while we're here, before the Lakers make their pick, here's a couple guys that I had mocked to them. Obviously, Chris and I are still there, available to them. Jaden Quaintance is gone. Kareem Lopez is gone. Henry Vassar is still there. Isaiah Evans is another guy, the guard from Duke, that I would very much like. Here we go.
Yep.
All right. Damn it.
All right, I'm done with this bullshit. Mad. Fucking mad.
Damn it.
I said give the fucking Knicks whatever they need to get this pick. Have I been fucking saying it or what?
I told you they traded up because they didn't want to like risk New York taking Cameron Carr. That's exactly. Listen, I'm not mad.
But the Lakers don't have much to trade. They just moved him back one spot. I would have said we can save you more salary and give you like six.
There's got to be more to the trade than that, man. They can't be just that. It can't.
It
just
probably
be that.
is just that. They went back one spot, so it's one spot and whatever 1 or 2 seconds. Yeah. I would have thrown 5 seconds at them.
Give the Lakers some second round picks. Maybe this is going
the
to
Lakers
Chicago.
Don't want no second round picks. They want shooting, man. That's what they want.
Hey, what's going on, man? We got World Elite Podcast in the building. Hey, man, we just talking. We just on the draft. Lakers just traded the 25th pick for the 24th pick of the New York Knicks. Selected a sliding Cameron Carr. I think that's a steal at 25. And here's the thing.
It's a disaster by the fucking Bulls front office, who should have traded 18 second round picks to the Knicks and gotten that goddamn pick.
It's not like we don't have the second round picks.
Yeah. It's very bad.
Man.
Very bad.
But
they should have given the Knicks some sort of cheap option. I would have honestly given them Trey fucking Jones and been like, give me this pick. Give me this fucking pick. You have a cheap option. You don't need to overpay Landry Shamet or whatever.
Yeah, man. So who did the Knicks take here, right? Like, do you get Chris Nat Jr. just to have some insurance in case you lose Mitchell Robinson in free agency and aren't able to bring him back?
Why are we watching Kobe? Because the Lakers picked right now. That's Cameron Carr is not Kobe. What is going on?
No, because they're basically saying like an athletic 2 guard. Like, honestly, I wouldn't be.
That's idiotic. All right.
Yeah. Henry Vassar could also be an option. To go back to what the Knicks could be using here. I think they still need more ball creation. So if LeBaron Philon had fallen to them at 25, I think that would have been a perfect situation for them. Honestly, I'm trying to think who would be good for the next year. We're running low.
I'm more thinking of like, their title defense and the fact that they do have this concern where Dolan said, they didn't want to enter the second apron, that they wouldn't be entering it. Maybe they can get away with underpaying Mitchell Robinson given his injury history, but they're still going to have like a lot of work to do to stay out of the second apron, man.
Yep.
So I think maybe do they pick somebody for long term, or do they pick somebody that they think they're going to move to get more immediate help? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. That's the question.
What up, Rylan?
What's up, bro?
Hello.
You're back.
Hello.
How's your smoke sesh?
It was great. It was great. I'm unwound from the podcast that was.
Yeah.
Very
We
nice.
filmed next month's World's Funniest Pod, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be this month's. It'll be the last day of the month. That it drops. It will be. Listen, if you want some gruesome but great stories, it'll be a great one.
All right.
It's not what we're here to talk about. That's not what we're here to talk about.
No. Okay, so let's give you a little summary. Your Toronto's Raptors picked up Allen Graves, a guy who I didn't have marked to them because I thought he'd be lower in the draft, but he's gonna be a good guy that's gonna be able to like give you some shooting, give you some defense, give you a little bit of everything. But my only question was, don't they already have a lot of wings?
Yeah, I have that same concern, but also like I don't think he's a bad pick. He's not flashy. He's not. It's nothing like that you're gonna watch Sports Center for. But he can make Barnes better. He can make Ingram better if Ingram wants to stay. That's a mystery in it of itself.
Yeah.
He's NBA ready as a role player, I think.
You do your research on Allen Graves, huh?
How about fitting between?
That was a long smoke break.
How about fitting? How about fitting between CMB and Barnes?
I didn't do that much research. I didn't do that much research. I don't know. Like I'm not familiar with the guy's game so much as just like he's a fine pick. I didn't expect anything spectacular at 19.
You could have had spectacular, but you guys chose not to go spectacular.
Yeah, and like we are what we are right now. We're a play-in team that struggles to get further than that, and it's too bad because I think Scotty Barnes is a generational player, and I think that you could build something really great around him. But the Raptors are going to be the Raptors, man. All these teams that are owned by Rogers Media, they're all just going to do that. They're not going to spend the money. They're not going to. They're just going to be in the.
Which I don't get.
Yeah,
you're the only team in town. Like, why not?
But you got to remember, for them, they're not the only team they own. They also own the Blue Jays. They also own the Maple Leafs. So like they're doing this in every sport.
Yeah,
it's just a bullshit corporate thing. We own a sports team. We own several sports teams. It's a way to, because they're also the biggest telemarketing company in Canada as well as television company in Canada.
Yeah.
So it's TV deals.
Yeah.
Rogers has the majority of everything because of these are the three biggest sports teams in the country.
Yeah.
That makes sense, actually. Yeah, I keep forgetting that they got the because I keep thinking of them as the telephone company, But
you're right.
They
have that as well. They have that as well, but they've bought out a lot of the television companies as well. So I believe Kyle is actually with Rogers. But again, like it's not to say that like something can't happen. Like look at the Blue Jays last year. Like they did something that that city hadn't seen in a long time and almost win a championship. Outside of basketball, of course, and I guess that at this point it's been nearly a long time since that happened.
Yeah. Okay. So before the pick is selected, this says the Lakers, but this is actually the New York Knicks on the clock right now. The full details of the trade is the 24th pick from New York goes to the Lakers. The Knicks get the Lakers' 25th pick and cash considerations. Why does that not scream James Dolan? Oh, it's 25 and 24 is the same thing.
It is, basically.
Plus, let's get cash.
Yeah.
Let's see. Hold
on. The Bulls could have beat that, by the way.
Yeah.
Come on.
The Oklahoma City Thunder are acquiring the draft rights to Bennett Sturts, the 16th pick. The Detroit Pistons are acquiring.
Boo! We already know this. Boo! Boo! This man.
I don't know why they're always so late. That was the last one.
They have to wait for the thing to call to be put in the league office, whereas Shams and them don't have to do that. They just have to like announce it.
Here we go.
The Los Angeles Lakers select Sergio De La Reyna.
What?
Oh yeah, that makes sense because they're not going to bring him over. That way, they don't spend money on the spot at all.
I mean,
I told you they've got major roster cap concerns,
this is
and
a guy that was projected to go in the second round, going 25th.
because he agreed, I bet, to not come over yet, to come over when they want him to, and so now they make a pick.
Mhm.
This is why the Bulls could have beat that fucking offer. Give them 5 fucking second rounders and they can do that all goddamn day. Like, and they could have had Cameron Carr. Fuck, man. Come on, Bryson Graham. I need you to be fucking creative and move when you see opportunities, dude. Like, this is
Yeah,
bullshit.
dude.
The Lakers gave fucking nothing for this. And the Knicks picked a guy who's a fucking second round talent anyway, because like I've been saying for the last 20 fucking minutes, they have huge salary cap concerns and they do not want to add payroll. They can't add payroll.
No,
They'll be willing to take a cheaper option. And that's what they did. They got a guy who I guarantee you is not coming over this year. That's why they got him.
he could, but he's probably
He's not going to. I'll put money down on it.
All right,
It's not happening.
I'm down for a good bet.
Yeah. You know, there's another slight tweak here, which is it's kind of standard practice to pay 120% of the rookie salary slot. That because that's the maximum you can pay when you draft
Okay.
somebody. So there was a thing here where like the teams with kind of the more cutthroat GMs for a while, Presti, Morey were notorious for this. Sam Presti, Daryl Morey, the Sixers process GM, Hinkie, did this a lot, where they would draft somebody who, because they didn't like anybody that much at that spot and they wanted to cut payroll and just get someone worse or whatever. So they basically offer the contract to, we'll draft you if you agree to take 80%, because the range is, there's a rookie salary slot, right?
Yeah.
And you can pay them as little as up to 80% of it or as much as 120% of it.
Right.
So the standard thing is to basically just give every rookie 120%,
Right.
right? That's what most teams do. But the cheaper teams can say, hey, because a lot of times the players won't sign. Like, that's a really cheap thing that you'll piss the agent off, all that
Yeah.
shit, right? So teams
Yeah.
don't want to do that. But if you can get somebody to agree to the 80% contract without getting mad about it because you're
Mhm.
drafting them a little bit earlier, that's another way to cut salary on a really, really salary cap impacted team.
That's true. I don't know. I don't like that kind of practice. That kind of seems a little grimy to me.
Oh, it is very grimy. But like I said, like the Knicks are going to be right up against it, man. They're
Yeah.
really in trouble right now. Like
God,
they can
I'm
maybe re-sign Landry Shamet, and then that's if they completely let Mitchell Robinson go, or maybe like give him a massive pay cut.
I don't know what the Knicks do, but listen, they won the championships, and they're still on cloud 9. Honestly, like after 53 years, just celebrate this one.
Yes.
Man, I'm so mad, dude. Like the
The
Bulls
cast
genuinely.
of the Bear is being shown. Is there a new season of the Bear out that I don't know about? Is it out? What is
You
going
would
on?
know. You would know. You're the chef here, Raylan.
damn.
I'm not caught up on the show as of the last, I believe, 2 seasons. So
Oh,
there was a streaming service I had to give up. Disney Plus was the one.
that's fair. That's understandable.
My kid chose YouTube over Disney Plus, and I was like, "That's heartbreaking." But all right, I guess I won't watch The Simpsons anymore.
Y'all
You
pay
could
for these shows? Oh, sorry, nothing.
Oh
comment.
man, listen, man. The Bulls genuinely could have gone ahead.
Bro, easily.
Gave them the 5 first-round picks, 5 second-round
picks, yeah.
for that 24th pick if they really wanted to save.
I would have done it, man. Cameron Carr was a guy we were really thinking was going to be taken at 15.
Yeah,
and we
then
got the
to get
guy.
him at
What's
24?
hilarious is they picked the guy I actually was kind of wanting them to pick that I thought was a dark horse, and they picked that guy.
Mhm.
And then they had the opportunity to go 10 picks later and still get the fucking guy that they were originally projected to get.
Yeah.
They should have found a way to do it. This is
They-
going to come back with that Jalen Brunson shit, man. I'm telling you, bro.
Oh my god! In my Bobby Marks says pick 25 has a 3.2 million value in the first year. Savings for the Knicks if the pick is stashed, so that they saves them 3.2 million. So that's you're probably
told
right
you.
on the money.
I
Probably
told
right
you.
on the money.
A, even if you bring the pick in right away, you save money by even dropping one slot. B,
Yeah.
you don't bring the guy over at all, you save even more on this year's.
I did
cap.
not think Cameron Carr was going to be there at 24 or 25.
Bro, when he will
The
felt,
Lakers gotta
I
steal.
told when they were in the late teens and he was not being picked, I was like, get a pick in the 20s. Was I not saying that?
Yeah, you were.
Since the teens,
Yeah.
get a pick in the 20s and snatch this fucking guy, man.
Yeah, dude. Ah, man.
That's what I
Redland.
did with Jalen Brunson, bro. When
Yeah.
Brunson fell to the 20s in that draft, I was like, holy fuck, you need to trade into the 20s and draft this fucking guy. Then he went to the second fucking round, and I'm like, God damn it, pay somebody for a second round pick. You're the Chicago fucking Bulls. Like,
Yeah.
ah,
Literally could have just paid for a second round pick. The 1 year I would have wanted them to have 5 million second round picks. They did.
yeah, yeah.
So the Denver Nuggets are here on the clock. I say the Chris Nat Jr. maybe.
Damn, he's still on the board, right?
Yeah, Henry
gotta pick
Vassier.
him. They gotta take him.
Henry Vassier's there.
Oh, I mean, because look, they
He
also
can give
have
him shooting.
they also have cap concerns, but they also have talent concerns. So
Yeah.
like,
They do, because every year they keep losing their rotational.
bro, they keep losing more and more players.
Peyton Watson might be gone this offseason.
He almost certainly is, I think.
Yeah, unless they somehow find a way to. Hey, if you give us this 26 pick, and we'll take on Christian Brown's contract.
Not anymore. I won't. Fuck that.
There's nobody left that
I'll take your first round. Now I would be out for blood. I would be like, you know what, the Knicks, or you just traded that. I'm like, who is your biggest fucking rival? Let's just give them fucking Trey Jones.
I love that I joined the podcast.
The Pistons could really use some point guard help, a cheap depth for behind. Give them fucking Trey Jones just as vengeance for not giving us that pick. That's how I would GM. I would GM with fucking vengeance. All right.
You would GM with pettiness.
God damn right, bro. You're giving me Josh Giddey and no picks for fucking Caruso. How about I give him the Golden State or Denver? Like, fuck you.
I love that I rejoined the podcast right when Bosch was he was in his prime like rant
getting heated for no reason.
We had the music in the background again.
Yeah.
Like, fantastic.
Oh man. Oh, Terrence Reed Jr.
All right.
I like it. It's a good center option. But Chris Sinnett is falling. I think he goes.
That's what I don't get, man. They need a power forward guy. Aaron Gordon can't even play.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't know if you're hearing this, but there's like a fire alarm or something going on.
No, I don't hear anything on your end.
Okay, good.
You're fine. I don't know.
Slowly but surely, we're gonna see the building start to like engulf.
Yeah. It's just me heating up. You know, I was actually pretty happy, Rylan. Like, I believe it or not, I've been pretty happy. Our last podcast was pretty good. I was pretty happy all around.
It was a matter of when, not if.
This is the first time I've gotten mad in since our podcast return.
But to be fair, he's not mad overall. He's just mad that they didn't capitalize on something.
Very mad about it.
That's fair. Yeah. Again, like with the pick for the Raptors, like again, it's not an exciting pick for me, but it's one that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like if you like, so I can see that, you know, like you're not taking advantage of, because again, the Raptors for me, like we could have traded up. Like there's some players that I feel like we could have, you know, like I'm done with, you know, Jacob Podol or whatever. How the fuck?
Malcolm Hurdle.
Yeah.
I'm done.
And like you got a weird roster, so like, yeah, I mean you've got Ingram, you know, still, and Quickly, who didn't play in the playoffs, and
Quickly, I like Ingram. Like for me, like he's got to decide whether he wants to play with this team or not. And I think for next season is going to be the.
I don't know. I don't know if he knows.
I don't think he knows. That's true.
Yeah.
Listen, man. I'm telling you right now, you're gonna see LeBaron Philon in Philadelphia, and you're gonna be like, we should have taken him at 19. He would have been perfect upgrade over Emmanuel Quickly.
Maybe. I like Quickly though. There's something about Quickly that
Quickly was, yeah.
Oh, we got a trade alert. The Nuggets received the 35th and second round.
I told you a salary cap impact. This is what you do. Vince,
the Spurs are getting Therese Reed.
Vince, this is what you do when you see a team that has massive salary cap impacts and they have a pick you want to go get. You give them some fucking seconds, right? because that team can drop to the lower salary cap hold of a second round pick, offer them the lower rookie minimum maximum rookie contract, and you can take that first round pick for next to nothing, which is what the Spurs just did.
Yep.
Do you know why? Because the Spurs are fucking smart. That's why the Spurs have the Kings unprotected 2031 first round pick swap, because the Bulls were too stupid to take Harrison Barnes. And now, under a whole new regime, they're still too fucking dumb to understand, like, wait a second, we should capitalize. Like, you can't just be sitting there with, like, we've got a pick here, we've got a pick there, this is our draft board, and we're set. No, you got to look at what's happening and be like, holy shit, is there an opportunity for us to fucking improve our stock, like our assets?
Today has been the day of the rich getting richer. San Antonio and OKC both making moves. OKC getting lucky and
even the Lakers getting Cameron Carr. They were already gifted Luka. Like,
oh my god, he's going to be great with Luka.
Yeah, he's exactly
situation.
who you want around Luka and LeBron.
If LeBron comes back.
I mean, that's what I'm saying, though. It doesn't matter. Like, he's still great with it. Like,
okay, so now you've got rid. Like, obviously, like, I think Mason Plumlee and Bismack Biyombo gone. Luke Cornett might still be there, but now you took two swings at a backup center in Tyrese Reed at 26, and Jaden Quaidens, the guy that had lottery potential, top 10 potential prior to the injuries. So you got two guys.
And you can take your time bringing that like, for if the injuries were the problem, well, do you need to rush back? You have your medical staff fully evaluate them, put them on a timeline of PT and rest and recovery and strength and conditioning, and bring him along slowly. He doesn't even need to play till like fucking February if he doesn't want to.
Yeah, and Tyrese Reed was a guy that actually had mocked to not only the Lakers, but I think I had him mocked to the Raptors as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had him mocked to the Lakers. See, right there. And Jaden Quaidens mocked to the Lakers. And they're both going to San Antonio.
Because, again, look at San Antonio saw this. They saw, what did I say when Denver was on the clock? I'm like, they're another salary cap impacted team. And that's what the Spurs saw. And they're like, all right, let's steal this pick. Here's 3 second rounders. Give us your first rounder.
Yeah.
Like, that's why I said the Bulls should offer the Knicks 5 fucking second rounders. I mean, start with 3, go to 5, whatever, but give them those second rounders, give them this year's, next year's, and get that pick. You could have had fucking Caleb Wilson, Dalen Swain, and Cameron Carr. Like, come on, man.
Wait, you got the Celtics. Henry Vassar? They need a center.
That's the guy. He's dropped. Also, the other guy who dropped 10 slots. So that's a smart pick.
Yeah. ESPN had him projected at 16. He goes to 27.
Literally, like I said, drops 10 slots. Like, pick up that guy.
Yeah. He's another guy that I would have liked.
I didn't want the Bulls to do that trade now once Cameron Carr was off the board, just because it's not about like, I wouldn't pick him because he doesn't fit the roster. I don't know where you could get playing time because of Asenge and Buzelis and Swain and Caleb Wilson. That's all. Playing time would be the issue.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is an interesting pick. Chris and I did not. I mean, he could have fallen that far. Honestly, I'm not too surprised that he fell that far. I'm just surprised Cameron Carr fell all the way to 24, man.
No, man, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
I wanted them to do the same thing with,
and you could see it coming. I was calling it from 5 picks away. I'm like, look at the Knicks are there, and they don't want to make this pick. They don't want the salary on the books. I'm not a fucking genius. Like, I'm a fucking amateur. I'm working IT. I worked a 12-hour shift. I don't have time to fucking read everything, but I could see that on the fucking board. This is your full-time fucking job. How do you not see that, you know? And do something about it. It's not like the Bulls didn't. Is the one thing Arturas Karnisovas managed to gather. He finally got it through his head like 4.5 years later that picks are worth something. So he just gathered as many seconds as he could because he couldn't get any first. Is the one thing we actually have enough of. The one fucking thing. You don't have to make the second round picks. You could use them to do shit like that.
Yeah.
Like the Spurs just did.
So this says Minnesota, but this is actually Brooklyn that got this pick in the Julius Randle trade. So not only did they pick up Julius Randle, but they move up from 33 to 28, get a second first round pick here.
You know why? You know why that trade happened? because Minnesota was salary cap impacted, and
Yep.
so they wanted the second round pick, not only getting off Julius Randle's salary,
That
but
could have
then
been
not having to
Chicago
pay
there
a
too.
first round salary.
That could have been Chicago there too.
Yeah.
Here's who I have as potential guys. I
Yeah.
like Cole Pete here because he's a guy that had potential but kept sliding down. At
Right.
28, I think you can have him be like that second string power forward / big coming off the bench. Slowly develop him.
Yeah, you're getting to a point of the draft where I would be okay now with. I was not okay with getting him in the teens, but yeah,
No,
or
but
high
or
20s.
if not, you did trade away Nicholas Claxton. You now need a center. Henry Vassar is still there. I like Henry Vassar. He can spread the floor, space it for that team. So I think if I'm the Brooklyn Nets, I think I either take a swing on Kawhi Pete or I take a safe bet in Henry Vassar at center.
Here's why you're wrong. None of them are point guards, Vince. If you're the Brooklyn Nets, what you do here is you draft a point guard.
Okay.
That's
I mean,
the way
we're
it's
not
been.
one to talk.
That's
we
the
traded
way
for
it was
like 5
today.
point guards at the deadline.
That's the way it's going to continue to be till the end of time, Vince. You draft as many point guards as possible.
Yeah.
I want a team. I want them to be 14 point guards next year and like one power forward. Julius Randle and 14 point guards. That's what I want.
Oh, don't forget Michael Porter Jr. is there too.
Ah, shit.
All right, I have a question.
Yes.
Why do you think this guy fell so far down the draft?
Chris Knott? Didn't he have injury concerns as well?
I think so.
I didn't see anything unmended. Like,
and it also might have been more of a he's more of a like upside pick.
Yeah,
So,
I think maybe skill shooting. Like they didn't see like shooting ability, whatnot. Like, I honestly don't know. I don't because I didn't hear any. When leading up to the draft in the last few weeks, like you heard the concerns about Quaintance, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because he's the one who had the ACL tear. I inaccurately mentioned it to Hannah Steinbach earlier, but Quaintance is what I meant. But yeah, you didn't hear those concerns about Sanak. I haven't heard them anywhere.
Yeah, I'm not sure why Sanat dropped so far, but honestly, it's not too surprising.
I don't know why Cameron Carr dropped that far. Like everybody had him in the teens. Like maybe not to the Bulls, but by like 19, 20.
A lot of people had him like in that 14, 15 range. I saw a lot of people maybe have him mocked to go to Charlotte or Miami, or even like Milwaukee with that pick from the
so
Heat.
both of those guys, I don't know why they fell. Like Cole Pete, I can tell you why he fell. Like, yeah, I totally.
He's not ready. He should have gone back.
He's not ready. He says absolutely no. Forget about shooting stroke. He shows like no potential possibility of ever being able to understand how to shoot the ball. Let's put it that way.
Which is crazy. And that he could very well be the guy that gets his name called right now, which is ironic. Yeah. For Chris Nat Jr. though, he's a guy that could have gone as high as like maybe like the late teens, but this is kind of like his floor though. Like if he got drafted in the first round, he was going to be a late first round pick regardless. Yeah. So this is had a wide range.
I gotta go check out my cat, guys. I'll be back.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. But yeah, man, that's kind of like what I would say is that 27 to the Celtics was probably his floor. I could have seen them fall further here to either 28 or even 29. I've seen some mock drafts have him go 29 to the Cavaliers. But that was his floor. So like it's a little surprising, but also not so, if that makes any sense.
It does. It definitely in the NBA draft.
Yeah. So I'm telling you right now, man, I really wanted you guys to either draft the Mexican kid, Kareem Lopez, or draft LeBaron Philon Jr. or Cameron Carr. All three of those guys, I feel like are very exciting prospects for either potential or right now flashiness and excitement. Nothing against Allen Grace, but he's like like you said, he's like one of those guys where he's like, he's solid, he's good, he'll help, but doesn't really excite you.
And again, that is traditionally how the Raptors draft. Is they'll draft for what fits more so what works.
Yeah. Which it's unfortunate because I think they need perimeter guard help with quickly not playing. And then obviously Jakob Poeltl isn't the answer. Like you would think they try to address that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think maybe here they can go. Yeah, I think it's either Henry Vassar to shore up the center position since they traded the starting center in Claxton, or Koa Pete and take the potential swing. So let's see what he says.
With the 2026 NBA draft, the Minnesota Timberwolves select Joshua Jefferson. From
Okay, Joshua Jefferson, a forward. Okay, so I don't hate this pick. This is fine. I honestly, I'm not surprised Koa Pete is falling, and I could see him not even get drafted tonight and not get selected until like early first round, early second round tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah, I
But
would
yeah,
say that. Did who's the pick?
Joshua Jefferson from
Oh,
Iowa
okay.
State.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
going to Brooklyn. They didn't go with a point guard. They
Oh
broke
my
the mold.
God, how they've broken, like, I don't know, they're gonna anger whatever ancient demon they made that promise to. They made a blood oath to accumulate all the point guards they could, and they've broken it.
Maybe this is getting getting traded for some Bulls second round pick, so they can draft all the point guards in the second round tomorrow.
Yeah.
Are you excited for anybody if they fall to 38? Is there someone that you're looking for if you're the Chicago Bulls? So you're hoping he's there at 38?
No, my already by the late 20s, my like excitement and overall knowledge of these prospects has gotten pretty low.
Mhm.
I would say that based on like what I've been hearing from, again, I talked about most of the like draft nicks scout people that
Mhm.
I listen to and read have basically been saying that everybody who would normally be like a good second round pick has decided to go back
Yeah.
because of the money. You know,
Yeah.
so
Good for them. Good for
yeah,
them. Yeah.
no, totally understandable. Like, go get the NIL money, because if you're getting like on a minimum contract second round, like maybe non-guarantee, but you're getting like 5 mil, to
Yeah.
stay in college, 3 to 5 mil. Like, okay, if you're getting $3 million, $3.5 million guaranteed, like, I get
Yeah.
it, man. Like,
That's
I
way
totally get
more
that.
than you would have gotten in the second round.
Yeah, I totally
Yeah.
get that. It makes total sense, and then you have a shot at maybe coming out and being a higher pick next year. So I understand, but by those accounts, it's the
Mhm.
guys who are gonna be like, once you get past like pick 35 to 38, everybody remaining is kind of the guys who would
Mhm.
normally have gone undrafted, from what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
So to me, I don't care if there's somebody they got their eye on. Cool. I would take a shot at the other Illinois player, Peja's kid. I don't know
Oh.
if he can play. I don't care.
Mhm.
Fucking draft him at 38. I'm good with it. Against Stojakovic. That's what I want. Apparently he can't. I mean, he was all right at Illinois, but he can't shoot like Peja, which is weird. But I'd still pick him. Fuck it.
You're just saying that because he's an Illinois kid. That's
There's Cat.
yeah.
No, that and he's Page's kid, man. It'd be cool.
Yeah.
Can you
Okay.
imagine Page hanging out the Bulls organization? Maybe
I would
hanging out
love
with
to see
Tony.
Peja
That'd be pretty
Stojakovic.
cool, man. That'd be
Hey,
dope.
I just realized, do we
Hey,
all
Cat, why are you like?
all three of us have cats?
Oh yeah, dope. Cat,
Rattle?
there's a camera there. Don't show your butt to the camera. What are you doing? Turn
This is a
around the
dog.
other way.
This is a dog.
You have a
You
dog?
don't know about my dog?
No.
Okay, so
I have
because here's the
a
thing.
paralyzed German Shepherd.
Oh my
Aw.
god, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Because
got a whole bit about it.
Come, Cat.
here's my whole thing. Because when we were supposed to record that WCW Bash at the Beach, or not Bash at the Beach, Spring Stampede with
Yeah.
Justin, and you fell asleep while your camera was on, I could have sworn I saw a cat walk through your screen.
Yeah, definitely. It was definitely the dog.
Mystique.
He was
Hang
probably
on.
losing his mind hearing voices come from somewhere and not being able to find the person.
that sounds accurate, man. That sounds accurate. All right, so we're almost done with this live stream. God, we've been going for 3 hours and 19
Well, you
minutes.
have. I sadly abandoned you for that first hour.
I think I abandoned you for like 5 minutes while I went to the bathroom.
No,
and
that
made
was fine. I
myself a
like
hot dog.
random. I like rambled on about the honest trade and didn't actually get to a point. I forgot my point.
Well, the pick is in. This is number 29 to the Cleveland Cavaliers. I'm curious who they go with. Do they take a swing at a Koa Pete's? Do they
Mystique. Who
get
do they go with?
a Henry Vassar?
Oh, she's about to. Oh, I thought she was about to say something. She
Uh,
walked up to the camera.
if they need they need wing depth, Isaiah Evans is still there from Duke. He's got some size at 6'6". Can he play the 3? I don't know.
I mean, again, like if you're a playoff team, man, you're not drafting a player to play in a playoff rotation. It just doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
So you're drafting at this point anybody you think is maybe a long-term asset play, or maybe could contribute in a year or two.
Yeah.
Or
Here's the thing, dude. Here's the thing. If Henry Vassar doesn't go here with Cleveland or at 30 with Dallas, I'm the Bulls. I'm calling to see if I can get that 31st pick and get him at 31st and pair him back up with Caleb Wilson.
why are there 31 first-round picks?
Say what? Yeah, one of the 31 first-round picks get the 31st pick in this year's draft.
No. Why are there 31? What is happening? There's 30 teams.
No, 31. That'd be the first round pick.
No, the second round.
That's the first pick in the second round.
Okay, so it's tomorrow. Okay,
but that's tomorrow. We will
I'm like,
not
why
be
are they
live
showing
for
that right
tomorrow.
now? That's not coming in today.
We will not be going live for that tomorrow.
Okay. All right.
So
I mean, shit, man. We could hang. We talk about some other shit.
No, we can hang out. I'm just saying we will not be going live for that.
Talk about some other shit. We talk about I don't know. We talk about all the trades we didn't talk about today. I can rant some more about the Bulls.
Actually,
cap space.
tomorrow I think is a recording session, another Wallop recording session. So, what time is that supposed to be, by the way?
I don't think we have a time set, but I will be working until 5 or 6. So, and Team Canada is playing tomorrow, so we're just gonna get
everything. Okay. All right. So I have no idea who the Cavs select here, but again, just for the vibes, I want them to not select Isaiah Evans so that the Mavericks can select Isaiah Evans and pair him back up with Cooper Flag. I just want the vibes. And that like pair up the two Duke kids. All right, let's see. He's always late. Fucking
as part of the deal to be finalized later, the Minnesota Timberwolves are trading to the Brooklyn Nets the draft rights to Joshua Jefferson, the 28th pick. And with the 29th pick in the 2000,
let's see who they pick.
NBA draft, the Cleveland Cavaliers select Alex Caravan from the University of
Wow.
Okay.
That's who I wanted the Bulls to take at 38. I'm surprised he went in the first round. Wow. Alex Caliber. Wow. I'm a little flabbergasted. But
I heard some talk about him in the late
here's
first round.
the thing about you were talking about you don't draft a rookie to if you're a playoff team to contribute right away. Alex Caravan is one of the few rookies in this draft class that can actually help contribute.
He's 23,
right away.
So yeah.
Yeah. He's been to 3 national championship games, won 2 national championships with UConn. So he is a player.
Check that out.
He's a winning player. Wait, what? Oh, he's going to the Kings?
Yeah.
Oh, well, fuck me then.
Yeah, so the Kings gave up a second rounder. I guess they really wanted him. So much for a playoff team wanting that.
What did they get? The Kings getting another first round pick and picking Alex Caravan? Okay. I guess nobody wants to take a swing on Cole Pete, bro. Nobody wants.
I mean, maybe not at this level.
So I guess that makes sense for the Cavaliers because they're going to get the 34th pick tomorrow in the second round and the future second rounder from the Kings.
And again, they'll have a cheaper salary slot there.
Yeah. And honestly, the way that things are going right now, you're going to get someone really good. You got Braylon Mullins still on the board, Isaiah Evans, Koa Pete, Malik Thomas, Henry Vassar again. He's still there. You got guys there still.
Yeah.
Tunde Yesufo. I'm butchering the fuck out of that name. But there's guys there, honestly. Listen, man. If the Bulls can't, I want Henry Vassar. Because if he falls to the second round,
I don't think he's gonna fall to 38 though.
No, I'm saying trade up.
Oh, okay.
You have multiple second round picks. Package 38s or whatever, 2 second-round picks and get Henry Vassar. Now you have 2 centers. You have Nick Claxton, and then now you have Henry Vassar, and it helps out with Caleb Wilson being there because he's like, I'm coming to the team with my college teammate. That is
That'd be kind of cool.
that'd be really cool, but that can't be underestimated how that could help a player getting comfortable in a new environment. Honestly, just anyone in general. Like imagine going to a brand new state or country for some of these foreign players. Oh wait, last pick of the first round. Before we get out of here,
Oh, Dallas will take him.
The Dallas Mavericks select Koa P from the University of Arizona.
what?
Long-term play.
What?
They need long-term talent around Cooper, man. Makes sense. Like, why would you at the end of the first round? You're getting more like roster contributor types. Take a shot on a long shot. It's a better deal.
But the vibes where is it, Joe? Oh, God. I don't give a fuck about my vibes.
What happens when you go based on vibes, Vince?
I've never been steered wrong when I go based off of vibes, bro.
I don't know, man. The Sixers saw the vibes were too good, and they immediately like gave that player away. They're like, no.
The vibes were so good, they regretted it that they went ahead and replaced him with a player that's similar in LeBaron
The
Filo.
same player.
The same player. Koa P at Dallas Maverick. I mean, I don't hate it. If you're the Maverick,
No, you need like a talent play, like a long shot, man. I think I would take that.
Yeah, and then if you look at the second round, hold up.
Like just physical attributes, and then be like, all right, maybe we'll see if we can get him skill development, teach him to shoot. Yeah.
I mean, 31st overall, that's the New York Knicks. So I guess like that, you can still get like a Henry Vassar there if you're the Knicks. So like that's so.
If the Bulls make a trade with the Knicks for pick 31, I am going to start burning Bryson Graham in effigy. This would be the earliest I would have called for any front office executive to be fired. Like,
oh man,
I can't. That would piss me off so much, dude. You didn't make the pick. You didn't make the trade for the 25 to get Carr, but you did it at 31 to get a center. I'm sorry. No, I would be so pissed.
Yeah. Honestly, that's kind of what I wish to do.
I would be really mad.
I really hope we don't end up regretting not selecting Cameron Carr, but I'm looking forward to Dalen Swain.
I'm looking for like that's cool. I'm really surprised that they went with Swain. I thought I really threw like a dark horse, like if Carr was off the board type of thing, you know, or if they were trading down or something. I did not think they would actually pick Dalen Swain straight up over Cameron Carr. That's cool.
So here's the thing: if the Bulls try to target Henry Vassar like I want them to, they're gonna have to go up to 31st if they're afraid.
No, anyone but the Knicks. You make that trade, I'm gonna burn him in effigy, man.
32 with the Memphis Grizzlies.
There you go. Anyone but the Knicks. You don't trade with the Knicks now. I'll be mad.
Actually, just for content purposes, I kind of want to see it.
I'll be flipping out, bro. It'll be an unairable episode. The explicit tag won't even cover it.
No, that'll make for even better content.
We're okay with that here over at Wallop.
No, we don't care. So here's what the second round looks like before the Bulls get to 38. The Knicks at 31, the Grizzlies at 32, the Brooklyn Nets at 33, the Kings at 34, the Spurs at 35, the Clippers at 36, the Thunder at 37, and then the Bulls finally get there at 38. I'm trying to see if the Raptors don't get another pick until the 50th.
Yeah, I was going to say 52, I think.
50 is their pick. And then the Bulls get 56 as well. So if Henry Vassar, just so that Bosch doesn't like lose it, if Henry Vassar goes past the Knicks and is there at 32 or 33, let me trade with the Brooklyn Nets or the Memphis Grizzlies and trade some future second round capital plus the 38 pick to move up to 32 or 33. or even 34, depending on where he falls. I don't think Henry Vassar will be there at 38. However, I was hoping Alex Caravan would be there, but
Yeah, he's
he's going to
already
be
off. Yeah.
he's already off the board. Before we get out of here, guys, first off, while I go and look up the draft order so we can summarize it for everybody here. Final thoughts, biggest surprise of the draft for you. Let's start with Rylan because
Oh, God, dude, I missed half of this thing. So like, don't start with me. The biggest surprise to me, or I don't have any surprises because the Raptors
Logging on and hearing me like already angry is
I wouldn't even say that was surprise. I was excited by that. I was like, all right, here we go. No, I mean the Raptors drafted how the Raptors draft. You know, like they don't generally draft. You know, for like Scotty Barnes aside, like anything spectacular. They're trying to fill roles, and that's fine. Like that's kind of the philosophy the team's always had. But I just think that the jury did.
Okay. So I think he needs to work out the details, but we got one more trade. The New York Knicks traded that 25th pick to the Dallas Mavericks. So Sergio De Larea is going to the Mavericks actually for the 30th pick, Koa Pete, and 2 second-round picks. So now Koa Pete's going to the Knicks
because the Knicks keep trading to lower and lower salary slots, like I have been screaming about.
And you're going to be so much more pissed because once they acquired Koa Pete's and the 2 second-round picks, the Knicks then went ahead and traded Koa Pete to the Phoenix Suns for three second-rounders and cash considerations.
So in the end, they got 5 second-round picks for that 25th pick.
Yeah.
What was I saying the Bulls should offer them?
5 second-round picks.
I hope Bryson Graham doesn't walk the streets of Chicago for like months. I hope he's not out and about in the summer. I will strangle him. I will fucking strangle him.
Oh my god. Oh man, dude, that's crazy.
I like him.
We do.
But I'm starting to not like him. God damn it, man.
All right.
Why can't we ever have a creative, smart GM who fucking sees opportunities and jumps on them and takes them? This is so predictable. It was so obvious. I work a full-time job and overtime most of the time, and I've got this stupid fucking cat. She's destroying something. No, okay. I'll take it up half my time. I got other shit to do. I don't have time to be all up on the. It was incredibly obvious to me that the Knicks needed to get rid of that pick and that they would accept 5 second-round picks. It was like, this is not hindsight. I was saying it since pick 18, 19, 20, whatever, man. Like, I was screaming it as we got closer to their pick. That, like, there's a guy who you were very interested in falling. Now, maybe there's something really, really concerning about Cameron Carr. But if so, like, I mean, I still would have done it because there were other people falling, like Sinak, right?
Yeah. Like, there were... Like, I would have done it for LeBaron Philon, too.
Philon fell. Yeah, exactly.
Philon fell.
You definitely still need, like, a guard of the future, a point guard of the future.
Yeah, because that's not going to be Rob Dillingham. I'm sorry. And
no,
Trey Jones
or Giddey or Jones. Yeah,
no.
Those are short-term, medium-term guys.
Okay,
so
okay.
That shit is
don't beat a dead horse with a rock here.
I'm gonna. What's your biggest surprise? I'm gonna pulp this fucking horse.
What's your biggest surprise?
You have nothing to bury. You don't need any shovels. It can just seep into the ground and dissipate. There won't be anything left of it. Biggest surprise. You already know. It's the same thing I've been ranting about. That was a surprise. That I thought the Bulls would pick Carr. I didn't think. I predicted. I put Dalen Swain out there as my pick in that mock, but we didn't go with him because it seemed like a long shot, and they actually picked Swain. I'm very shocked they did. I'm pleased they did. I kind of wanted them.
There's got to be something that they saw in Swain that they liked over the upside of a Cameron Carr,
which I did. I really liked it, but then I also did like Carr, so I still feel like they should have gone after him. They should have done that. Like, you don't rest on your laurels. You got to, like, keep looking when your picks are done for
Well,
more opportunities.
I mean, it's early. We don't know. Maybe the Lakers are dumb and they trade us Cameron Carr
No,
for a
man, we
bunch of
know.
second
Come on,
rounders.
be real. We fucking know.
We'll see.
You've been a Chicago Blue. Come
We
on,
know.
Vince. Are you fucking serious? We don't. We fucking know, Vince.
We'll see.
You know, we
Um,
won't see. We've already seen Vince. We have seen. It's over. But no, that's a surprise. I think the other surprise, honestly, it's surprising that most of the lottery went chalk, like
yeah.
full chalk. Like literally, we predicted everything, and it wasn't just us. It wasn't like we were making some genius predictions. I think many people were predicting most of our picks. The surprising thing about us is that, like, essentially almost the entire lottery went exactly as we thought it would.
Yeah.
Which is
That
really shocking.
and that's a good segue because my biggest surprise was the Dallas Mavericks selected Morris Johnson Jr. with the 9th pick instead of going with the guy that's been linked to them this entire draft process in Braden Burries. And again, it makes sense because you compare him next to Cooper Flagg. He's going to be a defensive guy that's going to be able to help Cooper Flagg not have to focus on that on the defensive end. They got the Michigan head coach. So now they drafted at least one of the Michigan guys. So like that might have had something to do with it as well. But I like that. That was my biggest surprise. I love. Let me rephrase that. I love Morris Johnson Jr. When Ryan was here, when I was surprised about this, I marked them to like similar to like a Taj Gibson or a Joakim Noah type of energy kind of guy on the front court that's gonna just, as Stacey King would say, heart, hustle, muscle, hard head and lunch belt, punching in the clock. He's going to be great for Dallas. He's my biggest surprise. And I guess the other second surprise is Cameron Carr falling to 24 to the Lakers. Very surprised. Very surprised. Let's get out of here, guys, because it's about to be 11 midnight Ryland's time, and I've been here for almost 4 hours.
Damn.
I've been here for almost 4 hours.
Great job. Great job.
I chose to do this.
Great job to you, Bosch. Like joining when I joined was for me the perfect way to jump back in.
Mid-rant.
And again, as I said off the top, you guys do great work, and I'm so happy to have you as part of the team now because, like, I look forward to before I pick up my son, watching you guys rant about basketball, Punisher, and hopefully soon Spider Noir.
Yes,
thank you for welcoming us aboard.
Well, now that you're feeling better, we might be able to bring you on. It could be like a 3-man show thing.
Yeah, it'd be cool. Yeah,
I'm down.
We'll figure it out. All right. So once again, I'd like to remind everyone, thanks again for tuning in. To everybody that tuned in, Bakley, Justin, Jayland, World Elite Pod. You guys were all in here. We appreciate you guys. Anyone checking it out, go ahead on the YouTube at 606 Universe at Wallop Media Inc. Make sure you go ahead and subscribe, like, comment down below. Let us know what you guys thought of what your team did in the draft this year. And then turn on the bell notification so you know when we drop a brand new video. Ryland's dropping these content videos all the time. Like I swear they're falling like candy. Like
6 o'clock today, I dropped.
Yeah,
I recorded it too.
Yeah,
I'm here.
Just a bunch of content coming your way. We're gonna have more draft follow-up coverage. We won't be live for the second round, but we will be talking about the draft overall. We're gonna be talking about the 2 trades that took place. That took place last night between the Giannis trade and the Chicago Brooklyn Nets Randall trade as well. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be covered in this week's 606 episode. Follow us on social media at 606 Universe, at Wallop Media, everywhere. Thank you again for everyone who tuned in. Bosch, where can everybody find you? Where can they? Where are the skies blue?
The skies are blue, but my eyes are red. Filled with red. As is my heart.
See red.
Yes,
you see red.
I am seeing red. The Bulls have told me for a decade now to see red, and I have taken it to heart. And you can follow that on systemlords.bsky.social.
All right. Ryland, do you want to plug yourself, Wallop Media, anything that's coming up in the tail end of June, entering July?
I mean, like, we have one more World Cup continuation coverage episode dropping this Friday on the Wallop Media YouTube channel at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Friday Morning Lights. Yeah, like I said, we're covering the first 2 weeks of the tournament, and we are going to be covering it going into July as well. So expect a lot more football coverage.
Football.
Other than that, I know Kyle wants to get a over under done on the first 150 Pokemon, which he's
151.
aiming to do at some point in July.
People
But,
always forget about
Canada
Mewtwo, man. People always forget about Mewtwo.
Canada Day, July 1st.
Yes.
On the Wallop Media YouTube channel, we will be dropping a special edition of Wallop Records where Matt Ritter, Vince Delgado, and Katie Kinsey have to bring Canadian music to the Canadians. And we, in turn, have to bring, for Kyle, Spanish music, and for myself, American hip hop. So I'm excited for that.
Rage Against the Machine doesn't count.
Yes. I, however, still found a way to get Zach De La Rocca into it. So
Nice.
you take that.
right.
Regardless, that's it. At Wallop Media on all the socials.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Follow me at 606 Universe for the podcast and stuff like that. Follow me personally at SESvince everywhere on social media. Let us know what you guys thought. We'll catch you guys on the next one. We appreciate you. Catch you later, y'all. Thanks
Remember
again.
the prophecy of the Calebs. Reunification. Bulls fans, Bears fans under the Caleb wills.
Caleb's wills.
The Calebs will unite.
Where there's a Caleb will, there's a Caleb way.
That's what I'm talking about, man.
Later.
Peace.